The world always changes. But one thing is still the same. Even the strongest pass through Oz Gate. So when you fight with honor. Because cowards die forgotten. You make the way. On the other side.
It's not a matter of if. When will you pass through?
And everything for it, and in hindsight, I'm like, I should have just went with the thing. That would have been so much better.
I just went ahead and started the stream
I love-
because the intro ended.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello, everybody. Where's
My pants were down and everything. I feel naked right now.
So I just want to give a quick shout out to Dean. It was amazing that you were there for that moment. And I
Oh, for Dean. Yeah, we were talking
because he
talking
said,
about Cyberpunk Red
"Is
Campaign.
that gun even loaded?"
We got Misery in the chat right now. I know Misery watched that
What's
whole
up, Misery?
campaign. He was,
We're talking about doing some more mid-light.
Yeah, but we were also talking about the moment in Cyberpunk Red when when we went to break, and I walked in my room, and Alan said, "And I put a gun to your head." And
Yeah.
we lost it.
Yeah,
And there's so much context required.
There's a lot of context, but it's so funny. I don't think I've ever seen Sarah laugh that hard ever again.
She's a deeply sad person.
Deeply.
No, she's not.
Like,
I'm still waiting till I hear her laugh.
Wow. Wow. All right. Well,
I'm still.
welcome
Howdy.
to Shadows of Archonia
We're
2,
back.
our weekly Worlds Without Number live stream campaign. Thank you, Misery, for the sound check. My name is Steve Boshier, and I will be your game master for the evening.
I see Boshir.
He's back.
Thanks. I'm Matt.
Bo share.
And my name is Alan, and
Done.
I'm sorry, everybody.
I don't know if I can forgive you. We'll talk about it.
He's in the doghouse
He's in the
tonight.
doghouse.
Yeah, I'm in the doghouse
Get it?
tonight. So
You know.
This is the one ship that actually needs a doghouse.
I'll just pretend I know what y'all are talking about.
I'm just gonna sit in the corner. But anyway, your turn.
Hello, I'm playing the warrior, Captain Sally, One Eye.
I am Maxwell Adam Derventon. I am playing yours truly, Eric Agier, and Beck the Third, or Lorian, however you swing with the names. Very flexible.
Just swing.
I guess so. I don't know.
I'm just gonna give you a new name. Don't forget Pickle.
Oh, and Pickle. Sorry, that's the nickname. Purr. Who are you?
I'm Matt. Hi. And I'm playing Asarius Trufane, the wizard tiefling now, I guess.
Yeah, tiefling,
I guess.
demon folk.
In my
more
headcanon,
demon than tiefling,
I don't know
yeah.
if you threw this out. Obviously, you are the authority, but in my headcanon, you're mixed. You're only you only present tiefling.
I use tiefling as a way to
So he's
describe
like-
my look.
so he's like
more than
Raylan.
anything.
What's that?
He's like Raylan.
Well, Raylan's like human and devil. right? Yeah.
Oh,
So more like Zayla.
Yeah, he's like multiple.
So he's human demon.
I come from a time where races mixed a lot more.
Yeah, not
Everyone
demon,
is
but
fucking.
just tiefling
fucking.
tiefling as a race of mortals, and then you said dark elf at one point as well.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
just a bunch of other mortal races mixed in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your ancestors intermingled, I see.
Yes.
Oh, Misery's just trying to comfort you in the chat there. All you did was unleash untold evil into the universe.
It happened.
All that you did, it happened.
Not technically correct. The evil is in fact told. Let me give out the content warning. This is a dark fantasy show intended for adults. As such, it may not be appropriate for all adults. It's up to you. We get into themes like horror stuff, descriptions of brutal violence, sometimes sexual content.
Furries.
What's that?
Furries.
Furries come up a lot.
If you have a problem with furries, you should just leave now.
Yeah.
It's like-
You really should. I might.
I might leave.
Steve was getting mad at me for the one shot we did the other day. I played yet another animal character, and
There,
he's like,
there's no furries. There's no
God.
furries.
For sure.
Anyway, yeah. So if you don't like any of those things, find your way somewhere else. We will not hold it against you.
Skedat.
Like I mentioned at the start, we are playing this game, this campaign, in Kevin Crawford's Worlds Without Number system. I was in a conversation earlier today, which I had to duck out of, but I think someone mixed up the name of this game with Worlds Beyond Number, which is a podcast with Brennan Lee Mulligan and Abria Iyengar and Eric
No.
E. and Lou Wilson.
I don't think it's Worlds Beyond Number. I think it's literally World Without Number.
No, it isn't.
It isn't?
I remember because we were starting this around the same time they
Yeah.
launched, and I
Alright, Google.
remember spotting the difference and going, people are going to mix us up because we're probably the only people streaming this game.
sadly.
If we're not, I don't. Yeah, this is a great game.
It's an
Everyone should be
amazing
streaming this game.
Crawford is gonna
Crawford's
sue
great.
them right now.
Yeah, yeah. But that's for them. That's the name of a podcast. Worlds Beyond Number is a podcast. This is a game.
love
Worlds
Google.
Without Number, and it is awesome. It's by Kevin Crawford from Sign Nominate Publishing, and there is also Cities Without Number, Stars Without Number, and coming soon Ashes Without Number. All of which have been worked a little bit into the Archonia setting. Asarius Trufane, for example, you might see on his name tag there, High Mage / Hacker. He has built a character using both this book and the Cities Without Number book. So that happens. If you don't know, we have a whole second show on Mondays called Tales from the Backlog. That's where we try out lots of different games, lots of different systems with a rotating cast of players. We just finished up 3 sessions of Daggerheart, and
How'd it go?
it went pretty well. I liked it a lot. I made a short out of one time and it didn't go well,
Yeah.
and that was a mistake.
I feel like you should, yeah.
But
What did they say?
someone was just like,
bad.
you shouldn't go to your technology. You saw it, but don't worry about it. It was fine. But
Oh,
the
was that
game
the
went
technology
really well.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The game went well. And next we're doing Castaway, which Alan will be running for us for the next 3 Mondays. And let's see. After that we have nothing on the schedule. Somebody run something.
We could try Labyrinth.
We could try Labyrinth.
We could try Labyrinth.
for
Are you
Monday?
running Labyrinth?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Monday.
for Monday.
I don't know. I have to review. But maybe.
Aren't you
have a book.
aren't you on vacation right now?
I'm on vacation July 4th through the 11th.
I also remember you winning the
Sounds like
book
Castaway's gonna
a
be.
couple weeks
I
ago.
do Easy D6 Wasted World.
Wasted
World.
I'm just throwing that out there. I could have won it, but I don't know. You had to have it.
But I
That is,
think
in
Mia's
fact, what
working on something with that too, though. I remember.
Oh, I'm going to plug one more thing. Crit, the community-run Infinite Tabletop. This is an online gaming convention that's going to be running the week of... Let me look at the dates. It is June 21st through 28th. That's a Saturday through Saturday. I am running 3 games at that convention. I'll be GMing on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Excuse me. Go check it out at gameatcrit.com. You can look through the schedule there, sign up for anything you want to play. My Monday game, which is an Easy D6 game called Circle of the Broodmother, so far has no players signed up.
Oh,
My Wednesday game is full. That's another Easy D6 game called Wizard Fight. And on Tuesday, there's still a seat or 2 left. That is actually going to be set in 100 Years Black, which is one of our Archonia settings using Merkborg. And that will be the first time I have run Archonia off stream for other players. So if you
Is
are
it not streamed?
it's not streamed.
Oh, wow.
If you don't want to be gaming publicly, don't worry. We're not streaming it. This is just like a convention game. So you can game with me on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday that week. If nobody signs up for that first one, I guess I'm only running 2 games. We'll see what happens. And maybe.
Is it the time slot that's making it tough?
Yeah. My schedule's inverted from a lot of people because, my kids are... Yeah.
man, you're not a true gamer if you don't play at 3 in the morning.
I didn't.
I have actually been there before. So I guess I am.
All this time. That's that. That's the announcements. Thanks for listening. Let's move on. Oh, join our Patreon, join our Discord. Discord's free, Patreon's not, but we appreciate your presence. We have a whole other show that I didn't mention called The Pregame, which we filmed for 15 minutes right before this show that only patrons have access to. That gets uploaded tomorrow, and you get to see what we did 15 minutes before this show went live.
It was really bloody. I don't have legs anymore. Find out what happens in the pregame.
Join the Patreon for bloody violence. Bloody violence may not be there. All right, let's...
One of our patrons should just be like us wrestling or something.
We can throw any kind of bonus content on the Patreon
Yeah.
we come up with, so let's do that. We're going to go ahead to some other music here. You guys hearing that?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can hear it. Because I
What happened a couple of
have
weeks
the
ago?
earbuds. Sometimes it's like, what happened a couple weeks ago? Oh, let me tell you about it.
What happened last week?
So, a couple weeks ago, we didn't game last week.
No,
Yeah.
of course not.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
A couple weeks ago, Yuri's so mad.
You're so
I've never gotten a
serious.
death stare. A couple weeks ago, our last session of this campaign, we had Eddie Bones with 1 arm because he had previously deified Oven, the youngest of the 3 Sisters of Death. This was a feat that had never before been performed in any iteration of the multiverse, considered impossible
By
the
a
gods
human or
themselves.
by a mortal.
At all.
Oh, at all. So even gods haven't done this before.
No, you cannot remove deity from someone once it's been granted.
I'm for it. Put the living fear.
Just to recap the cosmology of it a little bit, most gods are what they call true-born gods. Gods that come into being as a representation of a concept, right? But those gods can gift godhood to a mortal. And once you have experienced this apotheosis, it cannot be taken away from you. It is impossible. It's never been done until now. As a result of doing it, the godhead that he removed from Oven exploded and blew off his arm up to, what, about here?
Yeah, about here.
About here, about short sleeve length. And unfortunately, despite his biopsionic healing powers, Eddie Bones has proven unable to regrow his arm permanently. You found a couple different ways to do it for a scene at a time, and you can you found that you can take someone else's form if that person has 2 arms, but as soon as you revert back to your own form, your arm disappears again. So Nakashi, your goddess, the goddess of healing, suggested that you wait and it may wear off. We don't know if she's right or not. Another thing that happened is that Sally One Eye sent her dad, Sal One Eye,
Oh, yeah.
off home with One Eye, to cure her mother.
Is this going to bite me in the ass?
Probably.
Maul, One Eye.
You have been.
Since
you
you're
have been,
bringing it
like,
up.
Every time it comes up to you, I feel like you've been sweeping it under the rug, and the rug is just getting larger and larger. I'm just throwing it out there.
Sally One Eye's an open book.
She really is, guys.
That's true.
I gave her a whole romantic interest, and she was like, "Nah."
Oh, she has that.
Look, you need
Yeah,
to
she was like a sample.
I need a
free sample.
constant stream.
True sailor.
I have many wives and husbands and many ports.
Asarius
Yep.
spit out a number of different possible plans for how to deal with Destiny now that you know some more information about how it works. You also have access to Inari, the god of technology, who is working in the lab right now. Last we left off, you went to sleep and Inari was working in the lab. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah,
I'm also in the lab.
you were also in the lab. But didn't you also go to sleep? Leave Inari on shift?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, Eddie Bones released the Demon Lord from
Woohoo!
its imprisonment within Zaylan.
No biggie.
Eddie.
Go, Eddie.
Go Eddie. This has a little bit of meta knowledge here. This has very little direct effect on this campaign because we know that is something that affects Archonia no more in the future. But it does have an indirect effect, which is that the council members who were here ready to help you guys had to leave to go deal with that.
Correct.
I would call that more of a direct effect.
No, that is a direct.
It's an
effect.
enormous diminishment in the access to power that you guys have.
Yeah, we don't have the gods to protect us from the dragons.
Well, they weren't gods.
Sorry, the council members.
We do, in fact, have a god. It's you.
The Ascended.
But why does the council member seem so much more powerful than the god we have?
Because the god you have is short on worshippers.
Oh, excuse you.
And by the way, you
I'll
do
talk
have
about Inari, of
you
course.
do have another god, Inari.
Yeah.
And let me just recap real quick some of the missions you guys could undertake at this point. I believe we left off with you flying towards Linormyr to meet up with Corinthian Briar and see how the resistance is going.
That's right.
By the way, we did some shenanigans at the end of last episode where I let Eddie see what Corinthian's up to now and what everyone's up to now. I think you can't do that. I think you can only see into the future where you're present. So that was bending the rules, but whatever, it happened. I just thought about that today rewatching it. But what you know from that is that Corinthian is fine, but currently leading a resistance against the whole of the allied Acladorian navy because they have declared the dragons the rightful rulers of Lowlight.
Sorry about that. My future powers has to be me in the future.
Right.
Because I have to see it
And we can just retcon that what you saw was what it's going to be like when you get there.
when I get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of right now, it was like soon. But you didn't see anything that was that crucial to be right now. But what was I going to say? So yeah, that is one option. You can go try to free Lowlight. You can deal with the fact that Linormyr is now considered to be in rebellion against Akador. You can fight the dragons. You could try to find Evergreen and release thousands of people who are worshippers of technology
That are
and
stuck in
thereby empower the god that you have made friends with.
They're currently stuck in the server.
They're currently stuck in the server.
But where's the server?
Inside Daiv.
You guys don't know that.
I thought you were going to say in the clouds.
You guys don't know where it is, but you haven't made any real effort to find out either.
Didn't Daiv tell us?
Dave told you that he had it, that he was the one who's taken it. You don't. He didn't say anything about where it physically is. You guys out of character know because of the one shot we did where you were inside of it. But in character, you don't know. In fact, there's more information about where it is that you don't know in any version of yourselves. But I'm a GM. So that, and then another thing that you guys could potentially do is try to find Canis, the god of magic, the older brother of Anari, the god of technology. Now, Anari wants you guys to find their sibling because they're extra powerful together.
Yeah.
And it is assumed that Destiny having control of Canis is how Destiny was able to reshape how magic works in the multiverse all those centuries ago. It's why the dragons are even more powerful than dragons should be. It's also why magic works differently in general.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to make sure. Isn't also Eddie being hunted right now by people who fear his god taking powers?
So that you don't know for sure. You know that extremely powerful people, mostly the gods, feel threatened by you right now because of what you just did. This is something
right. Yeah.
that
As they saw what happened.
Yeah, this is something that Nakashi came to tell you, that all the gods know that a mortal just removed godhood from someone. You're the only person in history that's ever done that. They didn't think it was possible. It was something they didn't even consider someone doing. And you did it. So potentially you're on a number of hit lists. In terms of are you being actively hunted right now, you actually don't know.
So maybe we meet up at your quarters to discuss next plans.
And one last thing, mentioning Anari, or mentioning Canis, Anari put forth a theory that the reason Destiny engineered the orc race out of the beings that they used to be into this new twisted, ugly form that they have now, and the reason that you hardly ever see orcs is because that is where Canis is being stored. That somehow Destiny may have turned the orcs into some sort of living bindstones, and that Canis may be stored inside the orc race as a whole. Because otherwise,
we have to kill all the orcs.
why would an entity that can already control people need to engineer his own entire race?
Right.
There must be a reason, and that was Anari's theory. So you might have to deal with the orcs if you want to get Canis. You definitely gonna have to deal with the dragons if you want to free Lowlight. You may have to go deal with Daave if you want to free the Evergreen prisoners. Power. What's going on, guys?
So many paths not yet taken.
So, this is while we're at your quarters. I'm not discounting the things that I want to say to you, and I feel like we at least need to leave it behind for the nonce as we plan. My father taught me at least some war strategies, specifically when everything's so pressing, all the enemies surrounding us. How do we best tackle, well, the thing that we need to do? Saving everyone. Now, we have a couple of options, obviously. I feel as though empowering the ones that we already have on the ship might be the best course of action in order to actually best defend. Before we even do that, Eddie, do you have a way of knowing how Lowlight or Linormyr are doing with the dragon attacks? Because if it's in dire straits, maybe our ship might be able to help in that. If they're well off, maybe we save some time, let them be, and go help Anari.
Well, the thing is, the way my powers work, if we decide that we're going to Linormyr and then we actually don't go there, the vision might not be 100% accurate. It has to be, we have to do it 100%.
That said, what you saw last week stands. We'll just say that it's not now. You saw a future, a few days from now for each place. And so you do know that both of the places that you saw were not destroyed.
Yes.
So that means they're not destroyed now either.
What about this? Say we wrote a letter and we sent it over to Linormyr to see what would have been my beloved, how, she's doing with everything. We are going to do that. Would that help?
Yeah, but I do want to check in on Brother Briar. I want to make
Why?
sure. I want to make. I want
A
to.
useless thing to do.
I want to make sure.
Fuck my other character.
I want to make sure he's okay.
He just doesn't want to play two characters.
No, hold on. How? Why?
Well, you weren't here, but me and him, and also the crew.
He did save my life.
Yeah, he did save Sally's life, and he helped us out with the giants
That's true, too.
and those bird people, and
This man's jealous of himself.
he did give us technology that helped us with the eyes.
Cool sword.
And we did promise him that we would see him again. So we should definitely see him.
Yeah, we've promised a lot of things.
Still napping?
No,
We're skipping.
Okay.
Okay, fine. You will meet your boyfriend. That's fine. But that could wait, couldn't it?
could.
Is Renly here? If you guys are having a meeting, it's the next day.
Honestly, it's kind of up to Renly. At this
Renly's
point.
a free person now.
Yeah. If he wants to be here, he can be here.
Okay, so you're in frequent communication with him about
Yeah.
that. You want to come?
Yeah.
All right.
If Renly's here, Ilnir's also here. My headcanon is they've made friends.
But is that
Renly's-
Renly's headcanon?
Renly's smart enough to know that Ilnir, for right now, is just kind of a moving stuffed
I
animal.
told him to be friends.
A moving stuffed animal.
But Eddie says,
Every kid's dream, honestly.
what do you think should be our first priority?
Well, whatever is going to get us rid of Destiny the soonest.
There's a lot of equal parts.
There.
I honestly thought we should go back to Low Light to fulfill our duty there, but
But can we defeat
it's
2 seconds?
such a small victory in the grand scheme of things that I'm not sure if it's actually worth it beyond fulfilling our word.
Well, maybe not so. There is benefits to going back to Lowlight. Now, as much as I would hate to do this,
Because your boyfriend's there.
he is, and I would love to see him. Absolutely. Something that would be helpful, and sorry, I hate to even suggest this, but maybe siding with the dragons temporarily in order to gain some extra strength to fight back against Destiny, because I mean, they're pretentious as fuck. They don't like this partnership. I feel like they're using it. So if we give an advantage to that, they might be willing to at least join in on us, have them fight Destiny, and let it be a thing.
Buy him out.
You're saying siding with these creatures that put your city to cinder,
Once again,
and also
Killed your dad.
and also killed your dad.
I don't
and-
like suggesting it,
and-
but it could be helpful.
A wise leader takes
How much
the
time has
route
passed?
that is smartest, not necessarily the most emotional. And revenge is obviously emotion. This is probably a very smart idea, actually.
well,
I have been leading my heart towards killing them off without even thinking that they
Putting-
are strong. They have strength, obviously.
putting that aside, though, what would they want from us to be their allies? Would they even think we were worthy of them?
Well, let's think about what they actually want. They have taken over Lowlight. They obviously want to conquer something. So, we've only disturbed them, and they've gotten aggressive because
Why
we've disturbed
are they in low light? They could conquer any place that they want.
them. Well,
They want power and they want stuff. Now,
The orcs
the
have
boss and
stuff.
I, when we were in their little stone, we learned that they are actively plotting against Destiny already. I'm sure Destiny knows that. Maybe instead of siding with them, all we need to do is turn that Cold War into an actual. Maybe if we sick Destiny on the dragons, one problem will take care of itself. One of the two problems will take care of itself.
Actually, not a bad idea, Brentley. You mentioned Corinthian having previously had connections with Destiny, no?
about-
He doesn't have it.
Destiny's boy.
What
Yeah.
about using Corinthian on our side?
Well, the thing is,
Corinthian is on our
Yeah.
side.
Well, sorry, as our secret agent, since he was,
I'm not. We would have to talk to him because I'm not sure if he even has any way to contact Destiny at all now. I think he's completely cut off. I think.
Well, that's our best information, that he's completely cut off in terms of his direct access. But anyone can contact Destiny. All you have to do is go into a crowded place and yell, "Hey!"
and who better
Punk.
Yeah.
than Destiny's boy?
That's. I wouldn't want to put that on him.
Oh, please.
Because-
now you don't want to put anything on them?
I've grown a lot in the past couple of weeks.
A couple hours?
Look, I'm really sorry.
Sorry.
Look, it's. How much time has passed since we've all met that first day? A month?
All of you?
Oh,
I haven't been tracking. It's
Yeah.
been more than a month for sure. It's been months.
Well,
Because it took us a while to travel to Neptune or whatever that
well,
place
but
was.
Yeah.
but that was all done in a time bubble. Actual time hasn't passed that much.
What?
I mean, even
He's talking about when we were in the time bubble looking into the future and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were saying since you all met each other
Yeah,
the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
yeah,
whole
it's been
campaign.
months.
But
Months and months.
Yeah.
maximum 3 months, 4 months.
I feel like it's been longer than that.
I would say
we've been
I'd be
sailing.
surprised if it was 6 months. It's definitely longer than 3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe
Well,
I'll go back through. But
Between 3 and 7.
Eddie's
it's a lot to look
well.
up.
Eddie just says, of course, I'm very sorry, and I'm still kind of new to all this powers because I don't know if you remember, but we've only really been together for what, maximum 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah, I still remember meeting you
Most-
outside the tavern smelling like shite.
And I still remember
You're
you,
just shite now.
Sorry,
Just fully Renly just landed.
and I remember you being a cocky, snotty kid that didn't know anything better than the coin in someone's purse. I'm just saying, we've grown a lot and we've acquired a lot of power really quickly. And I don't know about you, but it's hard to manage this.
No, that's fair.
Some of these gods have lived for what, thousands of years? Even the council. How old are they? The council's like millions of years old, right? Mm-hmm. This is a lot of pressure, and I'm sorry if I honestly thought I was doing the right thing, but I know now it was not, and I'm gonna try and make it up. But I'm very sorry. But for the next few things we do in the
can make it
future,
up. I mean,
I'm not gonna kiss you.
no. Please. I don't want your lips on these precious puppies. No, what you can do is convince Corinthian to talk to Destiny.
Well, what would you have Corinthian say to Destiny?
I don't know. I'm not the one that usually talks to Destiny.
But we're,
You have more connections with Corinthian. What do you think he would say?
But didn't you say you don't want to put people in like absolute danger? Because that's putting him in absolute danger. He spent his whole life
Yes.
being corrupted by him, and now you just want to give it back to him?
We are in a war, is what we are. We need to think strategically about the pawns that we have on our chess table. So
If that's the case, we should just go and rescue his people.
that would take a lot of time. We have no leads on that. We have no leads on.
No, we have a lead, Daiv. We just have to go talk to
And
Daiv.
forget what would you have him say. Why would you have him talk to Destiny? To what end?
in order to stop that war between Destiny and the dragon.
The insight.
Insight, yes.
Well, I know you weren't here.
But-
Corinthian and Destiny fell out pretty hard.
And
I don't think Destiny will buy it if he suddenly
yes,
shows up and
I don't
wins
think
it.
you're giving Destiny enough credit. Like he,
You guys keep saying he's his boy, so I'm a little confused.
I'm sitting on the couch just reading a book while we're talking, but we don't need to stoke Destiny. We just need to stoke the dragons.
yeah, it'll probably be easier than stoking Destiny.
And then what would the dragons do to fight Destiny? They would probably just burn a whole lot of people, is what I'm thinking.
Send them to the orcs.
Actually, a good idea.
One thing we know about Destiny is that he's patient. He spent, I don't know, a really long time engineering orcs. He's been around since when Oven was not a goddess yet. And he didn't come after us, you guys, until you really, really forced him to. I think it's very likely that Destiny's original plan in dealing with the Wayfarer crew was just to wait for everyone to die. He doesn't have that option with the dragon. If the dragons aren't killed, they will persist. So it maybe holds water to turn them against each other, but we need specifics on how to.
And I don't know.
Well, Corinthian's been leading the resistance, has he not? Maybe he's learning something.
Which dragon is asleep?
The one I talked to, he was. There were 4 dragons total, right?
There were 5 total. The one you talked to flew away. He's not asleep. There was one of the other ones was asleep. You got that report, but you don't know which one.
Okay, the one that flew away. Do the others know he's gone?
Probably.
Yeah. There's 3 left.
Could we
He's still
impersonate
lacking
him?
on Jess.
I can't grow to that size.
Can you impersonate a dragon?
Can I impersonate a dragon? No, I cannot.
Okay, well, never mind then.
I do not.
I-
We don't have to impersonate a dragon. We have to impersonate a member of the Athean Cabal.
There's that too.
Well, you were the 18th bar for a while.
Well, yeah, but they wouldn't want to see me again.
Not this one. One of the ones that they know. If we knew which 2 dragons were missing,
Actually, sorry. You were not. Renly. You were.
yes, but they know who I am now.
Right. But my thought is, you've made friends, have you not? In the Athean Cabal, I mean, I don't know, talking to people, just shooting the shit.
I mean, we got along reasonably well, except for all the plotting and scheming. And
We pretty
then
much
I
hated
found
most
out
of
they
them.
were all dragons except me.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Captain. What do you think? You've been quiet.
Well, I'm just mulling all the various things. If we can turn the dragons to our side, and that's a big if, how do we incite them with destiny in a way that's not going to hurt more mortals, like myself and the crew?
Offer them something that they can't say no to.
I find it very, very hard to believe that they just won't kill us on sight when they see us. I think we should talk to Corinthian, Briar, and see what the situation is completely. And because I know he should have contact with the Navy and everything, and that could be a valuable asset.
Actually, what you know
Well-
is that the Navy is his enemy.
Oh, sorry.
And if I remember from your vision, the Navy was surrounding Linormyr, right? So they
No.
might need no.
No, to clarify, the Navy of all of Allied Ecuador views Linormyr as a separatist group, like a terrorist organization. But at the time of Eddie's vision, there was no immediate threat of invasion. Essentially, Aklador has not decided that Linormyr is worth its time yet. But when they do, at any point they could send ships.
And something's happened with the Navy where they're no longer on our side.
Yeah.
So we might need to touch base with Corinthian Briar to see what's
I think
going on with the Navy.
I think one thing at a time. We should see what's happening with Corinthian first, and then plan our next step.
Well, that's fair. I feel like he's a useless person, but that's fine.
Could we not get the allied Aquadorian army to attack the orcs as well?
True. I mean, that's more your hubby, no? Mm-hmm. Do you think Grace might be able to butter them up in any way?
Buy them up.
No, Destiny's taking control of the Navy, which is why Grace got kicked out in the first place.
Yeah,
If Destiny controls the
That's fair.
Aquadorian Navy and Destiny controls the orcs, it's very unlikely that Destiny's going to go to war with himself.
True.
Unless we wrest control of the Navy back. But then we run into the problem of who is controlled by Destiny. And looking at what happened to our crew, I lost a good half.
There's a king in control of of all of Aklador. Like no.
The reason it's called the Allied Aquadorian Navy is because it is composed of sovereign city-states that all contribute ships to mutual defense.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So the Navy is one unit,
Damn it.
but they all have different home cities.
I think we need to find a way to control Destiny from the regular mortals, or to at least block that access. Have any success in freeing your nation.
I don't know. I still think this is too simple. I think Destiny will probably see this plan coming.
Doesn't matter. It would still if it's a distraction. If the dragons can be incited against the orcs or the army, the Navy, I mean, it would buy us a little extra time to go about our other duties and business.
That's true.
But we have to weigh the cost. Do we spend however much time and risk going after starting this war? There doesn't seem to be a clear path to it. It has to be through the dragons. We've determined that.
Well, our clear path is, I guess, Linormyr itself.
But ultimately, when we're looking at what we're trying to do is defeat Destiny and to wrest his control over 60% of the mortals of this world. And other worlds.
Okay, well, there being...
And to do that, we might need to investigate what's happening with the orcs. The Freakanus, if we want to do magic, or to look at a way to beef up the other things we're talking about, technology-wise.
Yes, after we start the war, I feel like the primary goal should be either going for Canis or going for the VR world.
Yeah.
I guess.
Personally. Either way, I'm trying to figure out how to build some sort of magic or something to handle this on a big scale.
Basically, it's time we need, but time that we don't have.
Time that we don't... Well... maybe. Okay. Time. Right. So, what if we go through a possible scenario in which we take one path, see where it leads us. If we die, then we start and take another.
Or
Give us a second chance. The chance of the moons.
Are you talking about that spell you did where we went back in time?
An alteration of it, yes.
Are you talking about the one you did where you checked each planet to see which
Yes.
one had an Ari on it?
a variation of that which will allow us to in game. I'm kind of creating a Groundhog's Day kind of a scenario where we take one path to see where it leads. If we die, we restart and take the other path. This is called, I'm gonna do a bearer of the name, Chance of the Moon.
You cannot do time manipulation without Eddie Bones, so he has to be sold on your point.
So think of it like there's this thing called video games back then when if you died you get to restart and like try again basically, and which would allow you to just relive that whole entire day or scene over and over again until you've gone it and mastered it. This would allow us to basically restart the day or the month, the year, however long this takes. And if we fail and we die, then Moon's Chance, we bounce back to this very moment and we take the other route. Because right now I'm seeing two possibilities. Possibility one, we seek out those that were entrapped, or we go to Linormyr and help out with Lola. But we only have 2 chances. Sorry, 1 chance. I guess 2 chances. Time. I need your help with this though. I could not do it originally without you, and I cannot do it now without you either.
So, throwing out ideas on top of that, what you did before was you created a bubble of desynced time that you were all inside of while Eddie Bones looked at the future again and again and again. You could potentially do that again, or you could use your bearer of the name to put all of you into Eddie's vision so that you can literally all go and live it out. That's a thing you could do.
Yes, I'm interested in that because I want to see us physically play that out, and if it fails drastically, we return to this very moment in the game to then do something else. So literally a Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about this too since you started talking. We can put multiple episodes into this if you guys want to play out possible futures and keep coming back to here. But it would be hard on us because we'd have to remember exactly what you knew and didn't know right now.
Which I think would be even better.
Actually, we wouldn't, because you would have seen the future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I would want to double check, make sure how many times can you actually look at the future in a day. That's something we need to know.
I'm also willing to just roll to see how many chances we have.
Another time bubble question. How much time can you pass in a bubble? Like, if I were to say want to work on a project that takes a month, can I do that in one bubble while the rest of the world passes only a second?
Yeah, if I use bearer of the name, I could do that.
So you're using the same writs. Oh, I like that. I like that you're also naming them the same thing.
Well, I heard you say that. I just haven't thought of a better name yet.
That's creative, right?
Yeah.
I like
it. Let's see. How many times can I do it in one day?
One moon, many paths.
Bear of the name is only once.
No, yeah. Bearer of the name's only once. I'm just talking about my precognition of looking to the future.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure it's...
I just have a vision of Sally offering a cask of rum to the dragons and getting smoked.
I feel that's not the path we want to go down.
But that could be one of the paths.
I think.
Try hugging him. It works out great for you.
Oh yeah, the towel.
I think what might be interesting is to have like a limited number of like quote unquote runs. Yeah, to succeed on something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm looking it up.
I think
your oracle ability on a given question or topic once. Blah blah blah.
I think one of the paths should be us investigating the orcs and what we find there.
I think so too. Depends on how many chances we have.
Okay, so the answer is it requires committing effort for the day. So however many
Efforts I have.
however many efforts you have for an entire day, that's how many times you can look to the future.
How do you determine how many efforts you
I think we
have?
only have 3 efforts.
Well, each of you is different.
How do you determine your effort again?
Psionic effort. Let me look that up. It should be on your sheet somewhere.
Oh wait. Psionic effort.
Yeah, you have different. If you have more than one class, you'll have more than one.
I have
program.
7.
7.
Yeah, 7 psionic.
Wow.
Okay, that seems like a lot, but you are level 10 plus, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, I have
You
7.
can buy more, but they're expensive.
Okay. A psychic's maximum effort total is equal to 1 plus the higher of their wisdom or constitution attribute modifiers. So what's higher, wisdom or con?
Con.
What is it?
I have
Plus
mastery
1.
of energy.
Okay, so
tech,
that's 2
bond,
plus
space.
their highest psychic skill score. What's that?
4.
2 plus 4. You have 6.
6. Why did I write 7?
everything I think
I think it's because I have psychic training.
That could be. But do you still have that?
Yeah, because I put right under that effort up 1, because of psychic training.
You're right. It's 7.
And I think
That was the correct number.
Yeah. So I can look into the future. So I can look into the future 7 times a day.
7 times a day if you do
Yeah, I get it.
nothing else with your psychic ability.
Yeah.
All right. Did
So-
everyone catch that?
So sorry.
7 times a day.
So if I did bear the name, I could look into the future 7 times.
So
Yeah.
7 possible chances, or
7
7 times
chance.
per day, he can look into the future if he does nothing else with his psionic abilities.
Yeah, 7 times.
in
So it could be 7 chances.
7 chances to potentially fail and restart and do things over and over again to get the best possible outcome. I think this might be our best chance. I mean, what say you?
Well, because
If you do that, and you use your ability to warp time, so what bearer of the name does what for you in this situation? You don't even need it. This is something you can just do with Oracle. But
he's using bear the name to attach himself to my power, right?
so he was going to use bearer of the name to make the time bubble so you can do this all really fast compared to the outside world. But
Yes.
you could, if you wanted to use your bearer of the name, use it to bring them into your vision
Bring them
so
in.
that you can all act within the vision.
Yes. So I'm using bear the name to bring them in,
Yeah.
and he's using it so we can do it faster.
So you can do this fast,
But-
like
Yeah.
potentially before you guys have to leave this room. If everyone's into it. I notice Sally and Asarius being quiet.
I'm over here studying. I'm working on long-term stuff.
Because the thing is, say we see a future that we like, and we stick to that one. All the stuff we do in the other ones don't happen, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
So
This is like Templars or mages. You can only choose one.
Right. Well, here's the thing. We need to, as soon as we go into a version of the future, we need to literally just not waste time, decide what we're doing, and then just go for it. No if, buts, or whats. Like, we just need to go in and just...
Yeah, you guys have to commit to a course of action and decide that's what you're doing in order for the vision to work.
And you say we have 7 chances for this, Eddie?
yeah,
7 chances.
So what? I'm
Orcs,
what?
Light,
Dave,
Dave, I guess,
reasoning with the dragons.
and with the dragons. Yeah, all sorts of different possibilities.
I
I'm
guess
in
the
it, you're
question
right.
is, which one do we do first?
I say low light.
I mean, I want to do the Dave, but we can do Dave second.
You know what? If you're okay with this, then Dave. This is me conceding and meeting you halfway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's not just I'm good with it, but I want to make sure these two are good with it.
Hey, I got a sail to ship. I got my companions around me. I'm good with anything.
Very well.
Plus, I have a letter of marque that says I kind of report to Annan over there.
You're welcome.
I close my book. Once per day, I can teleport our entire ship wherever we want.
Now, what?
What?
How?
Tell me how.
Mastery of space, combined with my applied mastery.
That's cool.
Legates!
My guy.
Legates!
Once per day.
Holy smack.
I've never loved you more than this. Thank you.
Wait,
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Applied mastery seems to be once per scene. Oh, one game session. Game session. Sorry.
Game session.
One per game session.
But if we're doing it inside a vision,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
may be erased.
So you can do it. So you can do it 7 times if you want.
Yeah.
yeah.
This doesn't mean we get to do some stupid fuckassery like presenting a cast of rum to dragons. I'm looking at you because I feel like that's exactly what you would do. Because that will.
Think about it. Big Molotov cocktail right
Okay.
there.
Now, I feel like this is
The waste of good rum.
maybe it doesn't have to be said, but I want to say it. If one of us goes down, we restart.
Yeah.
None of us die, even if that means.
The thing is, how far in the future do you want to go?
As far as it will take us to
'Cause
stop this.
Because if we achieve our goal of killing Destiny, but there are casualties, isn't that what we need? What we want?
I feel like there are going to be casualties regardless. I think I almost died. I did die without Asarius' help in bringing me back. Oh. I wonder why I have a stiff shoulder.
Okay, so
I feel like you should be looser though. You were almost paced.
wait.
Yeah.
If one of us dies, does that mean the visions just end and we restart?
I think
So that means we have to decide when to restart the vision. Because we both have the fail switch to restart the day.
How does that work?
I don't know. We will find out when we go. Maybe, I mean, keeping with the theme, Codewood papaya to restart?
Boss, just point of order. I don't think it's a great idea to be throwing around the word papaya inside of visions that are inside of visions. I feel like the word is pretty loaded in the multiverse these days, and we don't know what could happen, right?
Fair. What about...
A different fruit.
No.
Guava.
What about
Pineapple?
I'm quite fond of
anti-
mangosteen.
Well, I was thinking the antithesis of destiny. Chaos.
No, because I'm going to say chaos whenever I can.
Why? Why is that in your lexicon?
Chaos Deathstorm is the greatest band ever.
Yeah. No, it has to be something we don't normally say.
Gosh,
I-
I know the best answer to this in
Yeah,
the
well-
Insane Universe.
What's a word? Wait.
The bone zone.
The bone zone? No, I say
All
that.
right, in the comic books about Shazam and Black Adam, there came a day when Black Adam was reverted to his human form and Shazam had mastery of all magic and changed. He couldn't take the powers away from him, but he changed his magic word so that he wouldn't know what it was. And the comics followed him for years until he finally visited Billy Batson's hometown and tried for the first time a chocolate egg cream, which is something Billy Batson would love. And when he said chocolate egg cream, he turned back into Black Adam.
Chocolate egg cream?
Chocolate egg cream.
Huh.
And he was just like, of course, it's something Black Adam would never say, except by chance this one day. Anyway, back to Archonia.
What? I mean, what about? I mean,
Wait, so if we die in the vision, do we die in real life?
no. It's just if you die in the vision and we continue, if we decide that that's the course of action that we go through, you die. But when you come back, we execute that mission. Whoever dies,
Well,
dies.
the thing is,
No.
Do they?
there's a lot more than 7 possible futures that are out there. We can only see 7. If we see one that almost works, but it's just like Sally should have ducked, we can just know that.
Yeah,
right?
like I think that's. Yeah, I think.
Why is it gonna be Sally?
I think Sally just doesn't hug anybody anymore.
There you go.
I think we have
She
to.
lives an affectionate
I think
life.
I think we have to just choose the best possible one that we see within these 7 today, and then just act on that one, and we can just use the knowledge we have to make it better. Because, yeah,
Everyone's going to need to take notes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Good thing these are recorded.
say we go to Daiv,
Avenue 1.
Dave. They're both A's.
but something happens inside where we mess something up. We just have to do that again instead of not mess it up for real.
I know our Goodwood. What about Daddy Anton?
I feel like I would say
You
that
guys say
anyway.
that all the
Hold
time.
on. No, we don't say that all the time. We only say that when referencing Anton.
Which is a lot.
Or just... I feel like Daddy Anton might be good.
It doesn't have to be a word, too. It could be an action.
That's
True. I feel like we're spending way too much time on the code word.
This is so important, though. This is the most important part of our lives.
You're right.
I think we just do the Macarena, and that's the code word.
The action.
Yeah, the action of the Macarena.
Do the Macarena.
And then just time walk.
sorry.
Oh, do the time walk again.
There you go, there you go.
Darius teaches you the Macarena now.
Yeah.
So the action. The Macarena. Maca.
And we gotta do it all together.
Yeah, Macarena.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds
Why
good.
can't it be something like rum for all?
But understand that
It has to be
only
something you would never say.
understand that Eddie and I have the fail switch, so either one of us can decide to end the vision and start
The
over.
problem is doing that action. What if your like arms get blown off?
Once again, you and I. There's 2 possible chances there.
Oh, yeah, no, Eddie's right. Yeah.
No, I prefer a phrase.
What if your mouth gets blown off?
Oh my.
Yeah, Eddie doesn't even have an arm.
There's a lot of what ifs.
Yes.
I feel like we just need to choose something and just stick with it, and then whatever the vision does, we
Also,
just go
can't
with it.
you two just decide to end it? Do we really need a code word?
Code word is legendary.
You know what?
Please.
I think something we would never say, Eddie, is Annan is the bestest boy ever.
You would say.
Are we still deciding a password? I thought we were settled.
The Macarena. Let's do it.
Macarena. You can also just say Macarena.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
We're never gonna say Macarena in real life.
I mean, we said it a lot of times just now, but that's
mean-
because it's something we'd never say.
Correct. All right. So we have our code word. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I touch the deck of the ship as spiraling from my right and left are the white void of the tendrils of night as they burst forth in sharp tendrils wrapping over us, weaving one after the other until we are encased in a black cocoon.
Okay. And then
I feel like the lights are flickering.
I get into a Indians like a what like the Indian sit stance whatever.
Oh,
And I-
yeah, like the yoga.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I start floating in the middle where you guys are, and I start to try to focus on this vision.
Connecting us.
But as I'm doing it, these like waves of like white tendrils come out of me, and then they go into you guys' bodies, and then your souls get pulled into me, and then you experience what I see.
And in this vision, where are we going first?
Daiv.
All right, so it literally feels like we're not in there. We just finished talking about the code word Macarena. That's where we begin.
All right, Dave, where can we find him? We know he's pretty much this continent or this map, right?
Hold on. Wow, that was crazy. All right. Yes.
I feel really full right now.
So Dave.
Blackbeard. No, we have the map.
We do have the map.
We have the map, and Dave did tell us that he's just one big part of the map.
So where's the head and where's the tail on him?
Let me show
was the
you.
question.
Or
I
do
wish
we
there was
enter from
somebody
the
on
tail?
the ship that knows where his butt is.
That's what I was just saying. Where's his tail? Where do we enter?
But we
By the
decided
way, I only took us 4. I didn't take anybody else.
Right. Wait, not
and
Renly?
Renly was.
So Renly is a part of the vision.
So Renly didn't come.
No, Renly.
But Renly can be summoned within the vision. It's
Yeah.
just the real Renly won't.
Yeah, he won't
remember.
remember. He won't remember. Only us 4 will
remember.
Will remember this. They will remember.
I love this plan.
Yeah, this is gonna be very.
We're playing 7 different games right here, right
Yeah.
now.
This is amazing.
This isn't working.
All the maps gone.
this isn't working.
Another
I'll have
short.
I'll have to fix it. Yeah, it's another short. I'll have to fix this while you guys do something else.
All right.
Well-
So generally we know where we need to go, and that's towards the east, towards the back of some mountains, I believe. So let's start plotting course there.
Well, if we want to save time, he can teleport the boat there.
Oh, that's right.
But can he
do that?
But can he do it without seeing the place, or having never been to that place?
It's very vague. I think it's up to the GM to limit me.
What does it say?
I have the mastery over space, meaning I have mastery over teleportation, dimensions,
So you just need the coordinates. Is what it is.
spatial distortion,
Couldn't
portal.
couldn't you just say, "I want to be inside Daive," and we go inside?
Ooh, that's vague though.
It's so
He's
vague.
so huge.
Yeah. Oh yes, I would know where to go inside. Like I still have to kind of know where we're going. I can put us in the air above something. That's safe. We might hit a bird.
Could we talk to maybe what's their name? Their name is
Anari.
Anari, and maybe use them as a sort of, I don't know, satellite or something towards where we need to go within Dive. I don't know how their powers work exactly.
I do
but-
have the map up. To answer the earlier question, what you guys know vaguely is that the head is roughly on this end,
whole continent, right?
and the tail is roughly on the other end, and that's all you got. You found Oven's well, where you guys were recently, like right around there-ish.
Or, well, I can scry a distant location through a reflective surface if that's needed. So a distant location, maybe I can look in that general location to see if maybe I can find an entrance to like a cave or something that might help us. Start somewhere. I go to a glass surface
Well, you can continue that, but let me see the book.
and cast.
Which one? Stars?
Yeah.
I can detect tech,
Oh,
but I have to be
This is
decently close to it, unless I
No,
don't
not
teleport us
this.
and
Oh,
use a mastery for tech instead.
Does anyone else find it strange that that all these people live on top of Daive? That he's his own ecosystem?
I feel like literally everything in Archonia is strange and absurd and not exactly as I thought it was. I look at a glass surface and cast forth the inner eye to see if I can find a cave entrance towards that general location. It literally might take me anywhere, but it's a start.
the inner eye?
And
Casting forth the inner eye. It says scry a distant location through a reflective surface.
you know, Greybeard went everywhere with the Wayfarer. There might be something in that little noggin of his.
Oh yeah, maybe talk to
You can't use it this way.
oh.
The location must be either within 100 feet per caster level or be a location the caster has physically occupied before.
Just kidding, I don't know how to use this spell. But maybe talking to the fucking weirdo might help out.
I want to talk to Greybeard.
Greybeard, and you said Greybeard and you said Inari.
I'll go talk to Inari. You talk to Period.
Okay, let's go
I'll come with you
first.
for Inari.
Where is exactly? Remind me, it's Greybeard located. I know he is the ship, but his central CPU, is it where the sword is?
It's where the place that you interact with him is at the helm.
The helm, right?
A console came up around the ship's wheel.
Okay, so I make my way over to the helm and I go, "Hail, strongest Erman!"
In fact, I believe that we are currently focused on that area with the camera. So if we can get that. What?
You traveled all over this world, right?
Yeah.
Did you see any weird, really big dragons that could be mistaken for mountains?
But, well, I saw lots of big dragons,
Regardless.
mountain-sized. I once killed a dragon the size of the moon.
That's pretty big. You
Yeah.
are pretty strong, hey?
I'm so strong that I'm still talking to you even though I'm dead. That's why I'm the one who can defeat Throck.
Well, I'm not arguing with you. You sound pretty strong to me.
That's right. Give me back my ship.
You are the ship.
No!
So you are the strongest ship, though, right?
Yeah, I'm the strongest ship. Yeah.
Okay, so did you ever encounter anyone named Dave in your travels?
I don't know names. There was the hairy guy.
Silver Dragon,
A silver dragon.
the strongest, biggest dragon out there.
I killed the strongest, biggest dragon.
I think there was a stronger, bigger dragon than
No.
that.
No.
He was.
Any dragon that I met, I killed.
So maybe you didn't meet this dragon.
He better hope not.
And then I'm like, can you pull up the map on your little console thing? I'm like, right around here, and I point to like Dave's,
Mountain range.
the mountain range where his head might
His
be.
ass.
I was there. There's no dragons there.
Okay, but were you around this area? Were there any big caverns or caves?
There's lots of them. The giants live in them.
Ooh.
Interesting. Do you have the coordinates you could give to my my big tiefling friend?
I don't know what coordinate is, and on the other screen next to him, the coordinates start coming up.
Unfortunately, I can't write. Well, maybe I could copy the images.
That's awesome.
You don't know what they mean, but you can copy it.
Yeah, retcon teacher was teaching me how to recognize images.
You could just have your helmsman do it, Cal Jurgen.
Yeah, I feel like there's too many people on my ship who know how to read.
He only knows how to read like maps.
Anyone who can read off the
He
blank.
can't like sit and read prose, but Cal Jurgen couldn't do his job if he couldn't read a map.
Yeah.
Right, so I write down, or have Carl Jurgen write down the coordinates for me. I'm like, thank you, strongest Erman, shipman, shipster.
You're welcome, usurper.
I'm not a usurper.
You have stolen my ship.
No, we're in partnership.
What's that?
Partnership.
Friends. Friends help friends.
Friends are for weak people.
Listen, if you weren't with us, you would just be stuck in that cave all the time instead of flying around and seeing the stars.
I was hanging out with orcs in that cave. Those guys were cool. Did you know they eat people?
Yeah, very cool. Did you eat people as an Erman?
Oh, yeah.
I see.
What do you think we eat?
By the way, when you were hanging out with those orcs, did you notice anything magical about them?
No, I don't know magic. Says the hologram ghost from the flying ship.
Was there anything different about them?
Sucked.
Huh. Did they talk anything about like gods or...
Well, when it was just them, they didn't really talk.
What did they do with you on the ship?
They didn't know I was there. I wasn't active.
But you're watching.
I'm always watching. I'm the watchingest Erman.
So wouldn't you say we're better than those orcs?
No, you guys don't even eat people. You kill your enemies and just leave them on the ground. What's wrong with you?
It's so the earth can have them back, and so like the creatures, this is called the cycle of life, you know?
What?
Eventually they will feed us again.
The dead people?
Yeah, you might not understand. You're strong, but you're not the smartest.
Hey, Cal, I think your captain's an idiot. Dead people can't feed you.
They can if they're zombies. Maybe, oh, but you don't deal with magic.
I kill magic. Did I tell you about the time I killed a dragon twice the size of the moon?
Where was this dragon located exactly? Show me on the map.
Is my backyard.
I was like, okay, I had enough of this conversation.
Yeah, walk away, that's right.
Graybeard, we're gonna have to reprogram you somehow.
Don't let him get to you, Captain.
One of the cannons turns and points at you after you say that, just follows you.
And then I pat him like, good Graybeard, have a cookie.
So that probably didn't go like you wanted.
It went well enough.
Let's just go above, because let's just go above Daive and see if we can find an entrance.
You
Well-
were going to Anar.
Anari, baby. How are you?
Yo,
I'm not your baby.
Sorry, I just wanted to make the entrance.
I mean, not anymore.
We went together once?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been like infinity years. You know, things happen, come and go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm here. Don't spare the details, please.
Hey, please. I would just
It's not like a
old...
secret.
Yes, it's not a secret. It's to me. All right. Quick cue for you specifically. I know you're working hard. Appreciate that. Really, really love it. We're kind of on a time crunch, to be honest, and we want to find Daive. Specifically, any cabins or entrances that I don't know if you might know anything, but our hope is the closer we get to Daive, I don't know if you have some connection to your old server that might draw you closer and closer to it, that we might use it as a satellite-esque thing.
Here's the thing about that. Sorry, so what was that thing that you asked me to do here in the lab?
It was research related, and I honestly cannot recall.
That's great for me because I didn't do it.
Fantastic.
Instead of that, what I did was I used some of the nanotech from inside one of the bind stones to link back to the transport hub server in the bird place. You know, what's it called? Bird place. And that transport hub had access to lots of aerial transmission equipment. From there, I was able to seek out any other forms of high-tech wireless signals that were not related to Destiny and pipe them through. Now, I did firewall the nanites I used so that Destiny wouldn't be able to trace what I was tracing.
Mm-hmm.
As far as you know, smart. Yes.
Yeah, as far as I know, I'm still pretty smart. I don't have too many worshippers. The gnomes are pretty good, but long story short, I found a signal that seems to be coming from Evergreen. Now, it wasn't there when Evergreen disappeared back in the Second Age. I don't know why it's there now, except that we met Daive when we were on Malek, and he told us about Evergreen. It may be that he turned on this signal so we could find it.
Well, that's nice of him.
Whatever his reasoning was for taking it in the first place, I think he wants us to find it now.
Alright, so that's cool.
And you can pinpoint this exact spot now, right?
Well, we may have to sail around a little bit to triangulate, but I can definitely tell you it's coming from the roughly southwest of where we are.
Fantastic.
You mentioned that you can take us there instantaneously.
Yes, though this is not tested magic yet, so I don't know how peaceful of a ride it's going to be.
Only one way to test it. If we fail, then we try again, right?
All right, yeah, sweet.
Right,
Also,
Anari?
Anari, fantastic job. I'm glad that both of us forgot what you were supposed to be doing originally.
So am I. And I'm glad to be working with you, my mortal enemy, for 2 million years.
Yeah, well, sometimes an enemy of your enemy is your friend.
If we could become friends, that'd be great.
Cool.
I'd love to see
I wouldn't.
this just working. It's very He's me,
You
aside.
really don't remember?
No. Was I any good? I'm a little scared. I have a boyfriend.
It wasn't that kind of thing.
Oh.
I'm asexual.
So many
It was,
asexual
it
people.
was romantic, but it wasn't.
So more like.
You were good in that
Noted.
one. Yeah.
I
I find
feel.
this version of me is too sarcastic.
I feel
Like
like
to escape that.
such a third wheel right now.
I'm sorry. You're very attractive.
That's
Of course
not
you are.
what I meant.
You are
but-
very attractive.
Oh my god. I walk out.
Anari, we'll hold that conversation. Thank you so much for everything that you do. We'll see you in a little bit. And I run
All
after
right. Are you teleporting the ship?
Yeah, so I kind of just make a beeline to the center of the ship, kind of look around and be like, I think this is gonna work.
Should we tell the crew or something? I feel like we neglect them often. Nah, who am I
There's
kidding?
no reason to skip.
No, there's no reason. Yeah.
Well,
Nah, fuck him. Let's go.
Misery's giving us a running monologue of his cookie thought process.
I kind of do like
Love the chat.
a net crack thing, and I kneel down and put a hand on the deck, and I close my eyes, and I sort of pull the spatial energy around us in a sphere, so that the space around us starts to distort, almost creating what feels like a black hole that we're inside of.
Yeah.
And as it speeds up, it becomes a bit like a oh man, I'm trying to think of the right description. Almost like a light show. It's kind of like a light show around us, and then all of a sudden,
Willy Wonka.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
yeah, the Willy
Oh,
Wonka
Willy
thing.
Wonka.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
the second time tonight that came up.
yeah. That's literally what I was thinking. And with a loud, thunderous clap, we're in a new spot in space. Just suddenly. And the clap was the atmosphere where we just went being shoved out instantly, so fast that it heated up into a almost like a thunderous lightning around us.
In case this doesn't work and we need to try this variation again, something's to cut out. Us separating and talking to other people. We already know that Anari was working on something that will help us triangulate the place, and then we can just teleport there. Boom, instant. None of this middle ground.
I feel like the gratification of our connection that we were making with him is worth the conversation.
Okay, I'm just thinking about pressing.
I want to hear him call me pretty again, or them call me pretty.
If you could save me from another conversation with the Graybeard, I would love
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Another variation.
Okay.
You'll remember because you guys are all living it out with them.
I stand up. Okay, first of all, no one thinks that was cool. Like,
No, I thought that was very cool.
It was amazing. You are pretty.
we just
Talking about-
thank you.
When you guys started sailing yesterday, you were around this area where you fought Oven.
Oh yeah.
You guys sailed through the night, so you were near Quirk when Anari connected to their computer. The teleportation brought you way down here.
Nice.
This is where you guys are right now.
Were they close to the coordinates that Graybeard gave me?
Yes.
It's a Leggett thing.
But not exactly at them. Anari takes some readings and says, you gotta go down. And by the way, I was gonna say this, as soon as the teleportation effect ends and you guys are suddenly on a different part of the planet, you did this on deck, right?
Yeah.
there's a crewman like right next to you tying a rope around a belaying pin, and then this all, and you're just in a different spot, and he just goes, so I don't have any fucking job anymore. we don't do anything.
Calm down. I can only do it once. Oh, it's a long cooldown.
How far did we go?
Very far.
Leagues, my friend, leagues.
So why
You are very helpful.
did we go farther than we would have gone in a day?
Yes.
So what the fuck am I for?
You are very, very helpful.
And pretty.
What's my name?
We still.
You are.
What's my name, you for?
You are the guy. You are the man.
I feel like I would know this crewman's
Oh
name.
man,
You're the most obnoxious cabin boy I've ever met.
I suddenly have a terrible headache from that giant spell I just cast. I should probably go over
He
here.
got promoted to right?
Yeah, you go, sexy man.
I need to help him out. I'm his carer. That's awkward.
By the way, can I have taken off like a few feet of the tip of the
Yeah.
because the circle didn't quite cover the whole.
Like the bowsprit.
Yeah, because the circle wasn't quite big enough.
We'll snap it off right now for you.
I'm like,
Don't worry,
stop
Alan's gonna
wrecking
knock
my
the center back
ship!
over again any minute now.
I needed that for a ram.
You need to control your crew. They are too testing.
Look, everyone gets an equal voice on this ship.
Equal?
Not equal. Some are more equal than others.
Starter says you get a double share.
Sally, sometimes I think your crew is just a bunch of dogs.
Yeah.
What?
There's this guy right next to you who goes,
You think that's an insult, Eddie Bones, but I mean, you're one too.
Yeah, but I'm a different kind of dog.
Either way, Nara, you said down.
yeah, down.
As in south, or literally we need to drop down.
No, like down.
Altitude.
Okay.
The signal is coming from down.
Captain?
So I'm like, Carl Jurgen, take us down.
Graybeard, take us down.
I was about to look at the crewmate and say, see, you are helpful.
Thunk.
All right.
That's a different crewman.
Yeah. I think they're the same.
He knows.
You
he
are-
knows that you thought he was that other guy.
you are helpful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You know, that's pretty big for him. He's royalty. He never thanks people normally.
Your cabin boy's royalty. That's what they kept saying. They kept saying that you were like the king of lowlight.
How have you not known this? We have traveled together for like months now.
No, you were stuck in a ball for a little while.
I don't know if you guys realize how much you don't tell the rest of us anything.
Jorgen, you are fine. Thank you so much.
Jurgen!
Jurgen, yes.
Eddie's taking notes to make sure to knock this guy out next time we do this plan.
When he's literally navigating us.
well, next time I'm gonna learn how to navigate myself.
Can we get Gertie? I don't know. This one seems a bit of a bummer.
Listen, every one of my crewmen has an important job on this ship.
Don't worry, Captain. They know it. It's Green Gertie. Right
All right.
behind you.
So what do we see down there?
Well, you guys land sort of in the water next to that little narrow strip of land that I showed you. I don't have it up there right now, but you get the idea. And there is nothing. Anari says, it's still down, guys.
It's still down? What's still down?
The source of the signal is below us, under this water. Possibly under the ground, under the water. I don't know.
Does our ship I'm like, Graybeard, does our ship, can it traverse underwater?
We can go in space. It should go underwater.
No, it's very different.
No, it
You know.
isn't.
I don't,
Ships don't go underwater. That's called sinking.
that's what I said. That's very different.
Why would you want your ship to sink?
To look for treasure.
To look-
You're an idiot. Give me my ship back.
You are the ship.
But they
never
barely
get old.
Fires.
Okay, do I look at the console? Is it able to like be a submersible?
No, it doesn't do that.
So underwater, maybe we have to go underwater. Wait,
Wait, can you encase the ship in a bubble? to go underwater?
Exactly.
No, not big enough to do the ship,
Well,
but I could create a bubble on around an object that we can take down.
You guys could also just go down. Don't you still have that spell that allowed you to go underwater, like way back at the beginning of the
Yeah.
campaign? You guys spent, like, a whole day at the
think-
bottom of the ocean.
The
I think I got
underwater-
rid of that.
The breathing one?
Well, and Sally also has that one that would.
I have March without end. We don't need air,
yeah.
rest, food, or
That's the-
water
yeah,
or
that's the
drink.
One.
That's the reason I got
For
rid of
20
mine.
for 24 hours we can do that, but we only have 24 hours, which means we need 12 hours and then 12 hours to get back up.
Well,
don't
once
worry.
again, if it doesn't work, then
Yeah.
we restart.
Yeah, because I have no fear right now. So we'll do that.
Right, then I think if we're going to go underwater, we're going to need to get some weights. think.
Cannonballs.
Green Gertie leans over to you, Eddie. Why don't you have any fear right now?
Oh, don't worry about it.
No, what's going on?
No, it's don't worry about it.
She's gonna forget next cycle. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna forget what next cycle. What do you mean?
They're
Don't worry about
magic, you know them. Green
where-
Gertie, we're going to be on an underwater adventure for a little bit. As usual, you have the ship. Watch out for, this is a new place. I wish we could explore it longer, but take care of all dangers and alert.
I feel like
An
any
arrow
kind
thunks into the mast.
of-
Ooh.
Oh, what does?
An arrow.
Arrow?
Oh, where's it coming
Where's it
from?
coming from?
The shore. A really long way off.
I
You
don't
can
know.
see the shore.
And I yell, spyglass! And oh no, that's my patch die.
You see, it takes you a while to find him. You see one humanoid reptile in a loincloth with a bow. Reloading.
That man,
This one misses.
the like creature.
Wait, how far is he?
He's literally like 2 miles away.
Man, he must have a lot of strength
That's
to
like-
shoot an arrow.
It's a huge bow. It's massive.
Yeah, that's insane.
But he's all by himself?
Yeah. Yeah, he's clearly insane.
I was about to say, it feels like anytime we're with the crew, they find a lot of danger. I mean, you guys have kept the ship beautiful,
Yep.
so I mean, it feels like you guys don't ever encounter any danger when we're away. So we're going to step off, take care of this. You take care of the ship while we're off.
All right, have fun.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Gertie.
Let's go.
Well, we're just doing your thing.
Well, unless we need to make any other preparations.
He's already.
Water.
She hasn't even done
All
that.
right.
To be fair, I can turn into a fish. So
I will need your thing. Yes.
Down you go.
Before I jump off,
I'll scout ahead.
I do actually turn to Green Gertie and I ask, that guy over there, the one that was kind of near me when I did the teleportation, what's his name? Great. I don't feel so bad. I jump off.
It's Marcio.
Gertie, you are an incredible co-captain.
Co-captain!
How close are you to Gertie when you say that?
Well, he's like
I'm like at the plane.
he's in midair right now.
I make sure you're not near me when we're sinking down.
Yeah, no, you've already jumped. I'm the last to jump and like salute her, and then I jump.
So we're all just holding a cannonball and sinking?
Well, I'm swimming down right now.
That's right. Okay, you're swimming.
Yeah, I have the cannonball.
I'm just cannonball, like,
Yeah.
stiff as a
All
board.
right, you guys go
Going
down.
No.
Can we take any damage from the?
Under the sea.
No, because we have her thing.
Oh, fair.
Well, it is an impact, but no, you
Okay.
guys are stronger than that.
Okay.
You're stronger than how I belly flopped.
This is the first. We die.
We'll be back in 10 minutes. See everyone after the break. Thanks for watching.
Oh wait, do my thunder guns work under the sea?
We'll
How
find
do
out.
you know that?
That's what I'm asking.
And the other thing they love is feet.
Yeah.
We're back on.
I don't even know if the sound was on yet.
Damn it!
Like a 2-second transition.
We will find out.
Now all the audience knows is that you like feet.
So I said they like feet.
Inari likes feet. I see.
All right.
Just it was all. It was
So
all
you guys go over the ship. Did you take Inari with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else? Grace Bonnie.
Grace is...
Sal is not on the ship anymore.
No.
You want to grab a random crewmate?
I mean, we could technically take.
A red, do we have any red shirts
I mean,
left?
we could take.
There's the weird looking guy with a skull helmet on.
There's a guy called Slug Smith who's the master at arms, probably the best fighter.
the technology god.
Anari.
Anari, yeah.
They
She
took
could-
him.
oh,
Come
okay.
with us.
Took
Yeah.
him. Took him.
Sure, let's take a couple of red shirts. Just in
Yeah,
case.
they could guard Inari.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Sure, we'll take Slug and a couple of the other ones.
And that really short guy too.
Slug and a couple of Marines. The really short guy.
Yeah, that really short guy with the mask. We should take him.
I go. You two,
Okay.
yeah, just come with us.
What's your names?
I'm Slug. You guys should know me by now. I'm
Yeah.
the master at arms.
Wait,
I
Marines
know
every time
Slug
we go
Smith.
into
I was
fight.
talking about the other guy.
Wait, did you say scum?
No.
Okay.
There's some trauma there you might want to unpack.
Insight check.
I know that my name is weird and lowly, but they call me that because I love slugs.
Right.
Also, I'm soft.
I'm sorry
slimy.
to say this. We don't need the backstory of who you are. You're just.
I don't remember you being this slow at words, Slug.
I sometimes get slower.
Have you been drinking the rum?
Captain, I can't tell a lie.
So
Is
no.
that a lie?
All right. Let's,
How about this? Do you ever wear a shirt or are you always shirtless?
I'm wearing a shirt. It's just the same color.
Yeah.
Wood. Forward.
forward.
Downward.
Downward.
All right. 0 and click. You're coming with me.
0 and click. All right. I can't remember their names.
I instantly forget him. Let's go.
Asarius, roll me a notice check.
How do I roll notice again?
It's 2d6 plus
Yeah.
your notice skill and add intelligence or wisdom. Actually, add wisdom on this.
Damn it!
Charisma. This is a person thing.
Oh, damn it! 7.
Something really weird about click.
Man,
He moves funny.
Click guy, I'm gonna watch him.
Who?
Click.
The one that's shirtless?
There's no shirtless in this thing.
Slug jumps overboard. Huge splash.
That one?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
I swam ahead, by the way, so.
All right. Down you guys go.
I'm just going down feet first with a big cannonball in my hands.
Put on some adventure music.
Go down as well.
Down you go. The world gets darker and darker as you go down. None of you have any seeing in the dark powers, right?
No, I do have my sword though.
Ah,
I actually.
Like lighting a flare under the
Oh,
water.
actually, there are.
He has a lightsaber.
Yeah, I have my.
But you're a fish.
Well, I can still use my blade.
I'm gonna have the.
Because I basically turned into Clicko.
Wait, in your
You
offhand
can get
or
me
in your
seeing in the dark
dominant
as a
hand?
fox, but as,
Oh,
as
offhand.
this
Which one
form
did
I
you
don't.
lose?
It was my dominant.
You're gonna need some retraining.
I'm gonna have the tendrils of the night
Yeah.
come off my body because they are. They kind of expel this light white light. So they're gonna stretch as far as they can from my body, so I kind of look like a monster, I suppose. Nice. And they just stretch as far as they can, and I'm just floating down. So it emits a faint light.
I just opened my saber, my light blade.
You are shocked to death.
so in Clicko's form, you do have like vision that will work down here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Then never mind.
So you can turn on your lightsaber for everyone else's benefit. Asarius, I'll say from your tiefling and dark elf heritage, you do have some level of dark vision, but not
Limited.
Yeah, but you are going deep enough on this trek that it will not be enough. But you both are turning on glowing swords, right?
Glowing swords as well as the tendrils of the night that's coming off me.
Okay.
I'll just stick close to him.
Then there's enough light.
Oh yeah.
And sorry about that. Down you go. So things get darker and darker. The light gets more and more purple. Actually, we never talked about what color the lightsaber is, did we? I mean the thunder blade.
No, I think we did. I think we
I
settled
picked the
on.
color and I forgot what it was.
I want to say purple. No. I want to say it was purple.
It might have been purple.
I think it was
It
purple.
was definitely an abstract color. Like I didn't want to go cliche.
Yeah.
So I remember. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
But the rest of the lights turn off because it's getting real dark down here.
Hey, big guy. It's getting real dark.
Give me back one of those coins.
Worth it.
You scouted ahead, no?
Yeah, I'm scouting ahead right now. Like you guys see my blade.
Slug is trying to follow you, but he can't keep up with your deep one form.
Yeah.
I'm with this guy.
I wish you were
Well, I guess we need neither air, rest, food, or drink unless we still have that psychic connection going
We do
somehow.
have. Sorry,
you can
yeah,
turn that on, yeah.
We do have
silver thread.
yeah, silver threads on. So I am talking to you guys. Not the red shirts. I didn't connect them. I didn't think about them.
What you've got to be able to order them to do things.
Well,
Hand signals.
yeah.
Diver signals.
No, I completely forgot.
Oh my god, they're right here.
I know they're there, but like,
You're extra oblivious because you're a king.
And also, it's okay.
Retcon hand signal communication.
that's for the next cycle.
You guys get to the bottom. Sally,
Yes.
notice plus charisma.
Wait, she sees this before me?
Yes, because it's not something that was at the bottom already.
Oh, that's an 8 plus
good, right?
notice. A 9.
That's
So
good.
the deeper you get, the more that one crewman starts freaking out. Starting to move jittery, looking up. He's clearly terrified. Kind of normal when you think about it. Why isn't everyone acting like this? But this one guy is.
Is he part of our communications?
No.
No. I
Am I
kind of
supposed to do that?
like try to get his attention, and I hook his arm like this to me, and then I go like, okay.
Doesn't the silver threads of harmony or whatever, doesn't it only work on legates anyway?
It does.
So you can't do the crew.
Right.
Legos.
Great. Now roll me notice plus constitution.
Oh.
That's a 6. That's a 6.
Yeah.
He says it's cocked. Is it cocked?
I think it was cocked. It landed on the paper.
The one was
You're
cocked.
right, call it.
Okay, that's a little bit better.
That's a 6, 7.
Do we want to do one coin to make 8?
Yeah, sure.
You super don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
There's something weird about this guy's arm. You took his arm? Mm-hmm. It's too bony. Like, it doesn't feel like there's meat there.
Oh.
I kind of just rub it and squeeze it. Still feels bony.
Yep, he's looking real scared now.
I look at him and I'm like, oh. You want to go up?
I think maybe it was a bad idea, and I say this in all of our heads, to bring the crew. Maybe next cycle we don't include them.
Or not this guy. I'm getting kind of weird, strange vibes from him, which is kind of weird. I mean, I haven't spent time talking to all of the crew in more than a cursory manner, but
You guys having this underwater conversation?
oh, in her head, yeah.
Everybody.
Do you see anything?
Yeah, what do I see down here?
An open hole in the ground, 30 feet wide, with a glow at the bottom of it.
A glow.
A red glow. Scratch that. 2 red glows.
Wow. That seems a little ominous.
At least tell me that's not eyes staring back at us.
Inari's with us still, right? So he's not a legate. So does he count?
He counts.
Okay, cool.
They count.
They count. Inari, do you see that down there? Is that where the signal's coming from?
Yep.
All right.
Here we go.
Wait, the question was the bony guy Click or was who was the other guy? Zero.
Definitely not 0.
You canonically didn't pay any fucking attention.
On whether or not he was Click or
You
Zero?
didn't listen to their names. You guys were all like, I don't fucking care.
I learned their names,
You can roll me intelligence.
but I'm not privy to all
plus
this.
No.
I feel like Sally would know her crew at least.
And yet.
Well, there's 250. I mean, at least know their names
All right.
and face
You know
names.
the names of the department heads.
I vote when we get back up to the ship, we make Steve tell us every single crew member's name.
I guess I don't know him. That's a 5 plus 6. I rolled a 6.
You know you just heard his name. You definitely recognize his face. You're right about that.
Yeah.
You know like the people by sight. But it's like when you're at a big school. It's like you know the few people you talk to. You know your teacher's names.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
You're like, oh, who the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't
in
know.
school,
I felt
only
like
knew,
in
10
school
people.
wise, I knew a lot of my classmates.
I did.
Well, yeah, immediately.
Like from other-
Like,
But you, Yuri Yun, are a better person than Sally One Eye.
Also, at school, did you know 300 people?
I probably did.
Wow.
Yuri is better than all of us.
I don't remember their names now, but when I was in the class, my class was 300.
Sally is also a drunk.
Oh, my class is 3,000, so
Sally's a drunk and a smuggler, and you've only known some of these people for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And some of them I went to school with ever since like different elementary, middle school, or high school. So
I could probably just do.
Bottom line, you failed the
maybe
check. You don't
12.
remember his name.
okay,
cool.
I know he's either Click or Zero though.
Yeah.
Hey, is that another way of saying Clicko? Click. I jumped on the whole.
You go.
Yeah, well, I'm swimming down first.
I'm like, damn you, Eddie, for being able to be a fish.
Yeah, like with
I
my
wish
with
I
my
were a
deep
fish.
one vision, do I see it clearly? What this thing is?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Secrets.
Can I use...
Is it, wait. Is it him or is it? What, is he huge, or is he just the same thing?
Those are his eyes.
Okay, so I swim down and attack.
What? Do you want to maybe let us know what's
It's
going on?
scum.
I'm literally sinking down to him.
Wait, how big are these eyes?
And I put
It's only a 30-foot hole.
I put my sword like this. I start going up.
Immediately, you lose your form as a deep one,
What?
and you can't see.
What?
You can't see better than them. You can see in the light of the swords, but you lose your deep one ability.
Like
Was
Maybe
it,
it's the
wait,
bullshittery.
the soul.
wait, was that?
You did.
Wait. Was that like a spell?
No.
Wait.
He's a psychic. Wait, do we remember that he's a psychic?
You guys know he's a psychic.
But I'm a second too.
Yep.
I couldn't counteract it. Not even a save.
It's an instant action. You know what? Let me read and make sure there's no save. I believe there isn't one, but let me double check. It's called Psychic Static. As an instant action, the Medicine may commit effort for the day to negate a perceived psychic power. He perceives that you're using biopsionics to be this deep one character. Must commit effort for the day. Oh, if you commit effort for the day, you can resist the negation. Otherwise, the power ends and any action used to trigger it is wasted. So you can choose to stop it by committing effort for the day. Remember, you're already down one from starting this vision.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Of course I commit effort.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you feel that he tries to do that.
And I say, motherfucker.
I'm like, I thought he got trapped underneath.
Scum. The bullshittery I want to do is this. Can I use the tendrils of the night to kind of spin around me and then kind of propel me forward?
Well,
I want them to be like a propelling thing.
Before this initiative hits,
Sure.
Before this
It
initiative
has
hits,
no mechanical effect.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, before it hits these
yeah,
glowing red balls, were they like small or big?
So Eddie has seen it. He's not keeping it from you for any reason. Yes, they were Scum's eyes. You assumed that this was a really deep hole, but I didn't say that. He's only 30 feet down. Those were his 2 eyes glowing.
so it's just a trick of the eyes. I guess.
Holding my initiative dice. Are we doing it?
Yeah.
I haven't called for initiative yet. I'm just getting ready.
All right.
Well, I was gonna say, he did the thing on me. I resisted. Does my attack go through?
So that we are going to roll initiative for because he did it as an instant action.
Okay.
Now we have to roll initiative.
I don't even know what I'm falling down.
He had to jump on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far down are we already in the
Ooh, 8.
water? And then how far is this hole?
You're several leagues under the water.
Several leagues, okay. And then this hole is 30 meters.
Yeah, 30 feet.
We all have a heroic reflexes. We always go first for initiative. It's just to see who goes first.
Oh,
I rolled an 8.
Wait, that applies to everybody?
I also got an 8.
I think we all have heroic reflexes.
Yeah, so you're just rolling against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got
Unless
7.
he has heroic reflexes.
I got 7 as well.
I got 8.
I got an 8. Roll off with our 8 dice.
7?
I
You can
guess
go
so.
first.
I mean, doesn't matter to me.
Tough. Yeah.
I rolled a 5.
You go first.
2. You're technically first.
Right.
Darn.
Sally,
I guess I'm a little.
Astarius,
Cannon.
Max. Whatever character he is today.
And then Eddie is last.
Yeah.
But Eddie sprung the gun already, so I guess he gets first attack regardless.
He got dis-
Yeah, we'll give Eddie 1 attack and then everyone else.
This will be interesting to see if is our regular movements affected underwater though? Is my
Well,
question.
I'm gonna change that when it's my turn. Don't worry about that.
All right, gang. Sally's first.
All right, so
Wow.
I know we were just sinking down, but question: my march without end, it doesn't say anything about movement being effective per se. As the GM, how is our movement affected underwater?
I'm going to say that you guys can move underwater as in the same speed that you would move normally on land,
Okay.
Again, that's gonna.
as an effect of March Without End.
Okay. But
So you're better swimmers now.
okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean our weapons will work underwater, or will it?
Most of your weapons will work underwater anyway. They're just
Yeah.
largely swords and stuff, right?
Well, I have my
You have your
thunder.
pistols. Your thunder thing, it's magic, so yeah, it'll work.
All right, so I am going to shoot, and Actually, you know what? And I'm going to use my new Leggett effort, which is Transfix the Heart. The next range attack roll you make this round automatically hits for maximum damage if it's physically possible to do so.
Nice. It just gets there.
Yes.
Automatically hits for maximum damage.
Yep.
And that is 2d10. Oh, can I just roll up to see if I get a 16 or higher first? Oh, that's an 18. So, Scum also gets a saving throw, or he gets 1d4 electrical damage and he's stunned for 1 round.
You don't want to give Scum saving throw.
Oh.
What do you mean?
But that's
He
according
passed.
to this.
His saves are all 1.
Oh, dang it.
He has to crit fail to fail a save. Well, you guys
I could
so
force him to
did not
fail.
engage with Scum last time.
Yeah.
He's insanely powerful.
No kidding. Okay, 2d10 of damage.
Earlier? I don't want that.
Yeah.
What is it? 9, 3, 12. 12. No, that's maximum damage, right? So 2d10 is
20.
Plus I get my damage points, which are half my level. That's 25. And And I think, and plus, yeah, 25 points of damage.
25.
Possibly. Might be more. Yeah, plus 5 damage hit, it's 25.
Okay.
And then plus 4 electrical damage.
Okay. You zap the crap out of him.
Barrett.
Oh, Weeping Wounds, once per round, instant action when when a visible enemy takes damage. They need to pass a physical save or suffer 1d6.
Pass.
Well, they just suffer it for this round. Damn it, they take 1 physical damage.
So you shoot this massive thunder gun at him, and then you give him weeping wounds, and you both just hear in your minds, ow.
He's
Oh,
in our
shit.
heads.
He's really in our heads.
In your head.
Misery.
Misery's fault.
Yeah, it's totally Misery's fault. Thanks, Misery.
In the chat, type of
Oh,
lyrics.
man.
Ass.
Ass. Arius.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Okay. Seeing the lightning strikes and everything happen around, I'm gonna drop the cannonball and stop myself from falling, kind of like halfway down the hole. And I think I'm gonna use this first turn to cast Apprehending the Arcane Form, so that I can take stock of any magical anything.
Okay.
I'm using it for more of a tactical.
You know without a roll that psionics will not be detected by apprehending the arcane form.
Yeah.
Okay.
But is that all he's using? Is that all that's happening down there?
You won't know until you cast it.
Oh, I cast it.
Oh, that is all he's using. You can see the magical effect of the lightning gun, the thunder gun, of Sally's own March Without End ability, and everything else you guys are doing. There's nothing magical coming from Scum.
Great. Well, that's all. Now I know. Next time we come fight him.
Next time on Lorian's turn. Lorian will cry. He's going to give all of us plus the red shirts an extra main action by casting Resounding Temporal Echo, as behind me the tendrils of the night shift into kind of a propeller-esque thing and start to whirl around to move us closer and look at you and say, sorry, we gotta move closer to this thing. For 4 turns, we have an extra main action.
Ooh.
If I'm close to Scum, I am going to, with the Accursed Blade, strike him. Am I close?
You can move close enough.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That is a 19 to hit.
Hold on 1 second. I was reading something else. I don't know. 19 to hit. Hits!
Beautiful. I'm going to do Wrath, which a worthy foe takes an extra 1d6 plus 5, as well as Skillful Fray for an instant action to add 13 damage to my successful attack. So that is 10, 23.
Oh, see, I think you're supposed to take 8 points of extra damage from me.
8 more points of damage.
Why?
My martial fray.
Oh.
We're taking every point we can get.
I understand.
Okay, so 32 damage.
Okay.
Yep. And those are my 2 actions.
32 damage.
Yeah. So propeller moves me forward after casting Resounding Echo for us to have an extra attack, and then I just backhanded slice Scum in my head, thinking, how the fuck is he here? How the fuck is he here?
I'm assuming, real quick, since Inari's not on that list, he's just staying back out of the hole.
I completely forgot about Inari, but Anari can't fight.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
I ordered the 3 crewmen to like make sure Anari's protected.
Maybe ask them to fight.
No, maybe not.
I don't want Zero to die, but I also want him to come kick ass.
I'm just
How's is it my turn?
Hmm?
How's Scum looking?
Looks pretty hurt.
Pretty hurt?
Yeah.
And
guys
like
fucked him
maybe
up.
it's one of his doubles.
maybe.
All right, I'm going to use pulsing sword on him. My next melee attack. This round automatically hits and does maximum damage, if physically possible.
It is physically possible.
And so it's 2d8.
You don't
Plus-
seem very excited about.
Well,
2d8 max is 16.
16 plus.
Fine, I'll use it.
Let's see.
It'll be okay.
The legged wrath is worthy first take 1d6 damage per 2 levels rounded up. How much is that?
I rolled
1d6
5.
per 2 levels, so 5d6, yeah.
So I have to roll 5d6.
Oh, it's 5d6. I thought it was 1d6 plus 5.
1d6 per 2 levels.
Yeah,
right?
per 2 levels.
Oh.
So
Wait, what? This
so
is right.
5d6.
Yeah.
No, this is a wrap.
Like a threat.
I don't have that.
So
You do.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 plus the
You said
16.
16 before.
Yeah.
Plus 13. From the ones that I didn't roll, because I only rolled 1d6.
What was that from?
That was from my wrap as well.
Yeah, I have 5d6.
Because I rolled 1d6 plus 5.
So you killed him, and you destroy his body as he's hitting the ground.
Okay.
And then from his rib cage, you see an arm come out.
Oh, he's regenerating.
Another arm,
Oh,
and he
this
comes
isn't good.
out again, and it's the same fucking guy. And he comes out and he grabs the gun and grabs the sword and he looks at you. And like the weird fucking thing is, the really scary thing about this body horror moment is that he never broke eye contact. He died and came out still watching you.
Which one of us?
Well, kind of mostly Eddie, but the center of the group.
I still have one more attack.
Yep.
When he's regenerating, do I see my ability to bring someone to the natural state? Do I see a
Nice, Eddie.
point?
Yes.
You don't.
No.
Wow. So this is his natural
This
state?
being's natural state is this.
I want to know Scum's motivation.
I actually have it written down.
I mean, we don't know though, so don't tell us.
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't. I don't know why he's doing any of this, like at all.
Well, wait. Okay, well, I still.
He. What? What?
And I in our mental thing, I'm like, can you put him in one of your like crystallized bubbles, Asarius? Like,
Maybe the
Yeah,
coffin?
yeah. Can we
The
trap?
coffin that
Can we
you
trap
did-
him somehow? Or no?
Nothing I have.
like what you did to Anon at one
I
point.
can trap him, but it's going to be different. It's going to be more of a physical trap, so that he can break out eventually.
But how long will you be trapped for?
However long it takes him to break through walls of walls.
Walls of walls. How many walls?
So you can't stasis him like you did with Anon.
I could do up to 200 feet of wall overlapping. So 30 feet, the whole 30 feet wide.
It's 30 feet wide and 30 feet deep.
Go
So
through that.
Well, unfortunately, it is Scum's
Six.
turn.
seven layers roughly.
No. No, it's not.
What?
What
No,
do
it's
you mean?
I was like,
Did you
no.
rewind that in 1 minute?
Omega 6.
Omega 6.
I'm gonna go back to the top of the round.
Whoa! We just undid.
Wait, did you undo what we just did, or is it?
Everything's undone until the top of the round.
So,
So it's
Sally
back to,
first.
so it's back to Sally. But we still remember everything.
but
But then
Only you.
but you attacked Scum first.
Only you
Yeah.
remember.
only.
I
Yeah.
throw up again in the water.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Only I remember.
You
Only
need
I
to eat more
remember.
food.
Only I remember. But in my mind, I tell you guys what happened. and I say, he's gonna regenerate when he gets killed. We need to
so
trap
spell
him.
slots are back.
Wait, do we need to fight at all though?
You guys, you just rewound time inside of a vision.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Please tell me there's a time god that's gonna come get mad at us.
Maybe. God's already mad at me anyway.
Is there a time god? Have we met it like a god of time?
Probably.
He might be, but he might be encased somewhere.
For our case, he's chronically overworked.
This guy hates us.
All right.
All right. Well, we're back to the top of the
Not saying
round.
anything.
Okay.
And I relayed the information to you guys that as soon as we cut him down, he's just going to regenerate. So it's better for us to try to trap him. And then now it's back to you guys.
Right, this is giving me a mad headache. Sally?
Okay, so instead, I take my.
So just try to find a way to hold him down.
Okay, so I have my scorpion cutlass, right? Where it's sort of like a grapple cutlass. Is there a way I could shoot it so that it wraps around him?
Why can't I?
Not really. You can shoot it so it's written in there how you can try to like impale him and grab him that way.
It's
You know what?
Can we do like a team attack where? How about we all hold our
Like a
actions?
swarm attack?
Yeah. We all like swarm attack, or we all hold an action until he does his wall thing, and we all just attack to encase him in the wall.
Well,
Okay.
He's second, so only Sally would have to hold her.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
hold my action.
Yeah. So when he does the wall, shoot him so that he doesn't like try to escape the wall. Yeah.
And I
Hang on.
can Scum hear
This
our
won't work
mental
underwater because I have to
conversations?
create a physical line out of powder.
Oh shit. You have anything else?
Let me see. I mean, I do. I could.
Wait. Can't you teleport him somewhere?
Verdant ballot. No, I only have that one.
He's already used it for
I
the
only
Oh
have
yeah,
one
that's
per-
not for today.
One
I
per
have
session.
Enfeebling Wave, which could reduce his movement and make all his attacks and damage rolls disadvantage, which could help momentarily.
I'm gonna need you guys to take actions. You can't keep
Okay.
planning in the middle
Okay.
of.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
So,
Okay, I do have something, but it's just my ivy, my vines.
Hold him down with the vines.
I could impale him with my cutlass.
And yet you're still planning.
Oh my god, I got it. Is it? Well, it's my turn. Is it my turn?
Are you holding
Yeah,
your
yep,
action?
mhm.
Then it's your
Okay.
turn.
Okay. It's 30-foot one. How big is he? Like,
Man size.
He's a normal
regular size.
humanoid.
okay then. I'm going to. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do the vines.
Okay, how's that work?
It's the verdant velation. I create a wall of vines
It's
covering.
been like a literal year since you used that.
Yeah.
It's been like a literal
Callback.
year since you've used that.
I know. It's like the first spell I took.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a layer of vines over him, pinning him down, like they grow around him.
How fast does it grow?
It's pretty much instant.
Okay.
It doesn't describe in the spell actually.
What's the name of the spell again?
Verdant velation.
I'll just check it real quick.
Basically, if he touches the vines, it's 2d6 damage, and he has to do 30 damage to create a hole big enough for him to get out.
Copy.
Oh god. Okay.
He does not touch the vines. You're covering the hole with him.
I'm covering him with them. I created a dome over him.
Copy.
All right, I don't know how much time that buys us, but
You still see his eyes peering at you through the vines.
that's all I got at the moment.
Okay.
I was going to do a citadel, but we're with him outside of it, pinning him down, but it's only 20 feet wide.
Question. Because that was my turn. Do we see that the entrance is beyond Scum?
Eddie can see that.
We don't. Okay.
Yeah. Eddie can see that one side of the hole that he's in has a cave opening.
Okay. You know what? I don't know how long it's gonna take, so I'm going to once again give us resounding temporal echo to give us an extra
Turn, yeah.
turn for This is just for 1 round, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to, I guess, ripple move as fast as I can down into the hole.
Past him and through the thing?
Yeah.
No problem. He's behind vines. He can't do anything to you.
Time to just run.
Into the hole and leave an enemy behind us?
He will just continue to regenerate. Let him follow us. And
No, let's go to the hole. Let's go to the hole.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a plan.
Yeah.
All right.
I can stop him.
Eddie's the only one with a turn between now and Scum's turn.
No, she held a turn. Does your thing apply to the people?
Yes, it's 10 people.
But someone's gonna get a turn before they can act.
How many turns do we have? The thing?
One extra action.
One extra.
One. Okay.
We have
Extra
one
main
round.
action.
I'm going to wait until Scum's turn because I'm not going to leave my crew behind.
I can use my turn to get Lorian and go into the hole.
I'm already down.
Go to the hole. I can stop.
No, sorry, not Lorian. The other guy,
Inari?
Inari.
Yeah.
I can swim up, get Inari, and go down.
Okay.
Okay.
You can't get to Inari back to the hole and into the cave even in 3 moves. It's too many.
Too many?
Yeah. You could get Inari and get down to the hole and get to the entrance of the cave, but you'd then be right there next to Scum.
I did the wrong move.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna-
fine. It's fine.
I'm just gonna do that then. But I'm gonna put myself between me and Scum, and between him and Scum.
Mr. Lorian,
Yeah.
make a mental saving throw with a penalty of D6. So roll your D20 and then subtract a D6.
You said with them?
I'm sorry, a mental saving.
Mental save. Got it.
The D20 and subtract a D6.
I save 13, which is a pass.
Easily saved.
Fair enough. Eddie Bones, you must also do the same.
Before this happens, can I use terminal reflection?
What is it?
The psychic's oracle power automatically triggers as an instant action the moment before some unexpected danger or ambush, giving the precog a brief vision of the impeding hazard. The warning comes just in time to avoid a springing trap or to negate combat surprise for the precog or their companions.
So no, when this would have triggered would have been before you saw Scum at all.
Huh.
Okay.
Because this now is an attack. You're in a fight. This is not an unexpected danger. This should have triggered before you saw Scum. But it kind of doesn't matter because you saw him before anything happened anyway. So basically,
Hey, this is not magical at all. What he's about to do?
he has no magic. He's not a
My
magic.
mage slayer shit.
I know my counter spells and D-spells and all the counter magic shit I have.
So I have to do a save.
Yeah, mental save, and then subtract a d6 from your roll.
If this is a psychic, I'm sorry. I'm
go
just
for
making
it.
sure.
I know, we
If this
have a lot of powers.
is a psychic ability he's doing against me, since I'm the only other psychic, do I get any kind of resistance?
Not unless you have an ability that says you do. Which
Not
you
just-
can't. I don't think you have any such thing unless you're a meta scion, which he is, and you're not.
I am psychic training.
You have biopsionics and precognition. You do not have meta psionics. So
When you
the
looked up
fact that he's the psionic doesn't matter.
When you looked up psychic training level 2, did it say anything special?
I'll double check for you.
Because I'm level 2.
Where'd I put it?
Level 2
I brought that book
psychic
again.
training.
But I'm very confident that the only way you get abilities against other scions is if you have meta psionics. That's literally all meta psionic is. Psychic training level 2. When you advance a level, the bonus psychic skill you chose for the first level, the focus automatically gets 1 skill point towards increasing it or purchasing a technique from it. You may save these points for later if more are required to raise the skill. These points are awarded. It's just skill points. That's all level 2 gives you. This one?
Yeah. I'm trying to find my Bothite mind foci.
Probably.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna do the save then. I don't think. Minus what?
You're right. I think it is.
Scum is super
Minus
dangerous.
D6.
We're just making sure we're crossing eye.
Okay. I got.
We play a lot of games, so we don't know all the rules.
Okay. I got 15.
We played too many
I
games.
got 15 on the die.
Yeah.
Minus 6.
Minus D6.
Minus
So
D6.
It might be less than 6.
Okay. That makes me feel better. Let's see. 2. So
13, you probably
13.
passed. At level 10, you definitely passed.
Yeah, I passed.
This is the problem. All of Scum's abilities rely on saves. It's the same thing that happened last time. All of Scum's abilities rely on your saves, and you guys are level 10, so your saves are super low.
Well, yeah, we got 5, 6.
Yeah.
But okay. So now Slug.
Lug, you ordered him. Well, no, Sally, you tried to order Slug to guard Anari, but you can't speak to Slug. So roll me a dexterity plus no. You can't add dexterity and charisma. That would be silly. I guess lead plus charisma. To see if you communicated successfully.
Rolled a 6 and a 1. So 7.
Slug doesn't know what he meant.
Well, Sally still held an action. She can still do something.
I know. Anytime she says before the end of the round.
All right. What does Slug do?
Slug's coming in to try to attack dude, Scum, but of course he sees the vines and pulls up short, and now he's just in the hole.
0.
Does he not touch the vines?
He can see the thorns.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they're obvious.
I look at 0 and I'm like, and I point to the hole.
0.
You're sending them in?
Did you give them all extra main actions too?
Yes.
In that case, Slug heads towards you. 0 heads towards you. Click heads towards you, and I guess Anari as well. Now everyone's in the hole except for Eddie and Sally.
I don't know where Eddie's going to be positioned, but I want to
haven't moved into the
be.
hole either. I mean, into the side hole.
Right, but you're in the main hole.
I'm in the main hole.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to be the last or second to last into the hole, just to make sure I'm guarding my friends' backs.
Okay. So with Sally taking that held action, that's the end of the round,
Well, yeah.
and that means
Back to Sally, right?
that Scum's telekinetic ram goes off. He's been staring the whole time. And the place he's been staring at is just in the middle of the hole that he knew you were going to charge into to try and reach him.
Oh no.
Oh,
What do you
great.
mean? What do you mean?
You all become aware of an oppressive electrical tingling in the air. You're apt to instinctively move.
It's okay if we die, we'll just redo.
Everyone is going to take 5d12 damage, which I'm going to roll in the Discord right now.
5d12.
You heard me, sir.
We have a save against it.
No?
Oh no!
I can't counterspell it.
31 damage.
Oh my god! Okay, I'm still up.
Slug,
Just barely.
0, and Click are dead.
Yeah.
Oh!
And you see,
They're not really dead.
What about
Lorian, what you see is when Slug dies, when he's hit, it's this incredible wave of telekinetic force that you can, because you're in the water, you can literally see it as it forces the water out in this huge ripple. And when it slams into Slug, you see him shatter into glass and break apart.
Wolf.
What?
Click and 0 just die. They are smashed apart. You're still in the hole with Slug, so you're the closest to the two of them. And what you see as 0's bone mask breaks off is the face of some sort of weird, fluffy kobold. And when Click is hit by this thing, his flesh of his face rips off. And underneath it, you see the face of some sort of green shelled insect man.
What the fuck?
Yo, we had a
None of those guys were people.
Did you
what ab-
guys know that my
Hey.
crew weren't human?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Wait.
that's where most non-humans go to make a living.
Wait,
on
how's
the
Inari?
on the ocean.
How did they pass their check?
Anari was still outside the hole.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, he went in the hole and then through, but just at that last moment, because Sally held her action, and that's when he went, or they went.
Oh God. Okay.
Wait, can I, as veteran, like miss this somehow, or do I just take
no,
it?
no, there's no such ability unless you have something in your sheet that allows it.
But Inari's okay.
We can't see.
Anari is alive.
Okay. We can't see what this thing was, right?
No, it was a telekinetic. It's the ability is called telekinetic ram. It's
Got
a
it.
level 3 psionic ability. Telekinetic.
Okay.
Cool. Sally's turn.
Yeah, keep going. Let's get out of here.
We still have 2 actions until my turn.
Just get into the hole.
Get in the hole.
The crew.
Oh, by the way, the vines are gone and Scum is dead, and crawling out of his own corpse again.
Oh my God.
Wait.
So
So is he crawling out of the like specks that he?
Get in the
Well,
hole.
I mean, he was like hit by a wall of force, so
Yeah.
he didn't disintegrate, but
Yeah.
he's crawling out of himself.
I get in the hole.
I always forget to do this. Augmented mortal vitality. Instant action. Immediately heal from all damage inflicted by an injury.
Okay.
I also want to actually do prudentially transient abdication of life on 0.
Oh, to save him from death.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's just it still looks like he died. Nobody knows otherwise.
Wait, which one was 0? Was he the kobold?
He was
Yeah,
the kobold.
he was the kobold.
The dog one.
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
He's like a corgi.
now Sally knows this information.
Well,
Shiba
well,
Inu.
I knew some from watching. Some of them were like glass
I feel like when
people.
you take a corgi or a Shiba Inu and you just make them person shaped, you end up with the same creature.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're
Slug
right.
was the glass and Click was an insect guy?
Click was an insect guy.
Do we? What did Click from?
I don't know. I just thought I'd fuck with you.
From Steve. Okay.
You were
I'm
still
going
in
to
the
have a
cat people
serious
with the-
conversation with Green Gertie when we get back.
Yeah, do that.
What did you guys do to Green Gertie? You
Nothing.
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Sally, it's your turn.
You bastard.
do
You sick
anything.
bastard.
Sally, it's your turn.
She Green Gertie for a reason. She
Now
agreed.
now she's truly green.
Big number 11.
Like bastards.
What do you do?
Okay. Sally sees this and she is going to hold her action, but she has her thunder gun ready to shoot. The minute that Slug looks, is his eye still focused anywhere?
Wait, did you got into the hole though?
His eyes are no longer focused on a single like point that he's staring at. You realize now, of course, that he was concentrating on an ability that takes a full round to go off.
Wow.
That's why he was staring.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
All right, I guess I'm going into the hole.
Yeah.
I tell everyone get in the hole.
Okay. Yeah. Do we see a does the hole have like an entrance or something?
There's a sealed vault door about 40 feet in.
Okay. Well, it is your turn.
Oh, cool. So I have one additional action. I'm gonna do a movement and an action to get in the hole, and then I'm gonna hold my spell for anyone who's not in the hole. Well, are you in the hole?
I'm in the hole.
Are you in the? Everyone's in the hole, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's in there, yeah.
Oh, well then, fuck it. I'm just gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Invocation of the Invincible Citadel, blocking the hole.
Nice.
Wait. Can you hold your action to do that?
Why?
Why?
Is there a fish?
A fish?
Yes. Or an eel or some sort of aquatic animal life?
No, he just wiped out the hole. Everything inside
That's
the
true. Anything,
No.
anything nearby.
No, everything got obliterated.
obliterated.
Yeah, I don't have to know the answer to your question because if there was a fish, it's dead now.
Do your thing.
Yeah. So I move action to get into the hole, and then behind me I cast the citadel, so that there's literally an invincible wall preventing anything from coming through.
Right.
Okay, so
Good.
things to note: insect, dog, and glass,
And scum could regenerate.
and scum is still alive. All right, and somehow down here.
I didn't expect to see you guys again.
I-
He's not talking. He's just in your heads.
Oh God. Okay, he's in our head. So wait, we're no longer in
What?
water.
So what's your deal, man?
What do you mean?
Like, what is your purpose?
Why are you attacking us?
I thought you worked for me.
Why would I work for you?
I don't know. You were in my pocket dimension.
I got trapped there for 1,000,000 years. Fuck you.
I don't remember who I hire. After
Yep.
a million years.
Fuck you twice.
Yeah.
Might I remind us that this is our first cycle. Let's just keep going, see how far we can take this.
Listen,
But how did you get here? How did you get here from that room?
I walked.
Underwater. You're just chilling down here.
Well, there was a.
How
I fucking.
How fast can you walk?
How did you know we would be here?
I didn't. I found the thing and I came out here and I thought if I turned on a signal, someone would come check it out. And it turned out to be you dumb motherfuckers. So I blew you up with my brain.
I love Nari. You led us to this.
Well,
I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, Nari wasn't there.
Your thing led us to this.
We found a signal. It's probably from Evergreen.
like you said, he doesn't matter.
I don't know what Evergreen is, but there's a fun computer in there with a lot of people trapped in it.
Okay, so Evergreen it is. We're alive. Unfortunately, the other three did not make it.
You guys should really see them. They lose their memory every morning. I tried to fuck it up. There's nothing more. It's so fucked up. I couldn't fuck it up anymore.
Did anyone
Fucked up
tell
the
you?
memory?
No, they were already like that. Oh, what I did though one time is I let them remember. That was so messed up.
Man, what do you do when you hear this?
Has anyone told you that you're real fucked up?
Nobody's told me anything for 1,000,000 years, and before that I lived my entire life in a cage in the dark, so no.
Oh, hey, my life. Howl of the Light.
Can you pass that through the Citadel?
I don't know, actually. If I can't, I won't. But fuck it.
Enchantments and attacks cannot harm it, nor can magical effects or material objects pass through it from either direction.
Okay, great. Never mind.
That's fine.
I think about doing it then.
He looks at you and says, I see what you're thinking.
We all do. Do not bring that thing down.
And I say to you, can't you just come off somehow from our thoughts?
I didn't even invite him in.
Nobody can do anything to me. You understand that I had 1,000,000 years to practice all this shit, right?
On yourself?
So,
Well, there was a computer, there was a dead body, there were other copies
Why
of me.
I vote just ignoring this.
so why don't you actually make yourself useful and do something good?
I am. I'm killing everybody.
How's that good?
That's what you want to do? You want to kill everybody?
Well, they want to kill me.
Why negotiate with
Hey.
madness?
Look.
I'll hold him back. You guys work on the safe.
Okay,
Do
yeah.
not get yourself killed.
You saw me and you immediately tried to stab me with a sword. What the fuck did you think I was going to do?
Well, you came out. There was a bunch of bodies, hundreds and hundreds of bodies that fell out of a pocket dimension.
Eddie, you are trying to talk to madness. There is nothing to it.
All right.
Just ignore this.
I'm
You
gonna.
should talk. How many people are you here?
Let's just move forward.
Real quick though, I spent 1,000,000 years in a cage. I'm not as nearly as crazy as you. How did you end up so fucked up?
I don't fucking know. How many times did you die and grow out of the ground and have to fight yourself to the death in a room choked with bones?
Valid point. I at least had some people to talk to occasionally.
I'm working on the vault.
Well, you talk to yourself a lot, or how many
I
times?
talk to myself a lot. Yes.
What you're starting to get from this conversation, he wasn't making a point. He was literally asking you how many times you did that.
Did what?
Like woke up, fought yourself to the death in a room full of bones, and crawled your way out of a cocoon. Like he thinks that if you say you're trapped in a cage for a million years, he assumes that you had his experience. He doesn't know that that's that weird.
No, my experience was very different. I was sort of stuck in a cage. One life. The whole time.
Lucky. Anyway, you're all gonna die. Mark my words. One day, we're all fucking out of here.
Yeah.
And if we die, we have 7 chances. So good day.
Don't fucking tell him that.
Only 7?
Doesn't fucking matter.
I have so many.
In this iteration, goodbye.
Okay, listen, you guys go in there, you fuck
Eddie.
with the computer guys. I'm gonna go find someone else, I'll fuck with them. Eventually we'll get back to each other, maybe.
Actually, if you want a challenge, there's a whole continent of orcs that are pretty tough.
What's that?
I tell them about the continent of orcs.
What's an orc?
A green
Oh.
person.
They're big, strong. Some of them are kind of smart.
There's also some dragons you can go take care of.
Yeah. If you want the next level up, there's
I
dragons.
feel like you guys are just trying to stick me on the people you hate the most. I'm just gonna kill everyone. It might take a while.
I mean, the dragons are everywhere.
Okay, well, if you want to start from the top, then it's dragons, then orcs, then people.
Is that the order that they are, like, distance-wise?
No, that's just challenge. Why? Dragon's the highest.
Listen, I love all of you.
No,
I
you
hope
don't.
that you fall in love with me. I'm gonna go, and the first person that I see is gonna have a real bad day.
Man, first Destiny, now
Do
mortal.
we really want to let this scourge of whatever
You
he
guys came
is
from up there,
move?
right? Where did you come from up there? I'm gonna go up there.
No, not my ship.
Fuck. Okay, alright.
Is he going for real?
I immediately.
We can't get to you guys.
I take my putt. Look, I don't
Hold
want.
on. Let
Well,
me play
no,
out.
no.
No, the Wayfarer.
I'm gonna freeze time for a second.
He can't get to the ship because he can't fly. At least I'm not sure. At least I'm pretty sure he can't fly.
But how wide
No.
is the psychic vibrations?
This is just
4.
a cycle.
I know,
This
but
is just a thing. Let's let this play out.
Oh.
Let's see what's in there.
That's
See
true.
if we can
I freeze time for 4 + 1 rounds,
Okay, everyone's frozen except.
except our crew.
Is Zero alive? Is Zero unfrozen?
Zero's alive, but I didn't roll how long it's gonna take. Shit.
Oh, good catch.
4 rounds. So he's also he's dead for 4 rounds.
Okay.
I'm literally just saying, let this play out. It doesn't matter if it kills anybody. This is our first cycle. We'll restart it and then literally just do everything but in the perfect precision that it needs to be. Escaping and moving past
okay.
the scum, or even just ignoring this place. I want to see what's beyond this place.
that's true. That's true.
I know it feels real. I know it feels like we're actually doing something. But this is
You're
not.
real to me, Sally.
That's my crew up there.
I need you guys. I'll protect the ship. I need you guys to work on the safe.
Sally, your crew is beyond this. Your crew is safe, not up there. That is just a memory. That is time bending in however we have designed it to be. It will move. It will be past it. Once we restart, they're going to be fine. I need you to trust me on this.
We just need to see how far we can get.
Sally, I need you to trust me on
Work on the safe.
All right.
I'll try to buy as much time as we need.
Okay,
this. Thank you.
I'm working on it.
All right. What are you doing?
Nothing for 4 turns.
Okay, so you're just letting them.
Yeah, we're working on the
They
vault.
can't. Okay, so you guys can look at this. You can't physically actually alter anything yet until the time resumes.
Okay. This is a electronic lock technology. You can't open it without hacking.
Inari.
No, yeah.
Anari.
Inari can't do it until time unfreezes.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
Inari, are you capable?
Yes.
I can do it, but I can't hold him back and hack.
Yeah, I can do it.
That or you guys hold him back and I hack.
I could hold him back and wait while you guys do your thing.
I can stop him. I can do a new citadel above the hole, preventing him. It's 20-foot radius, which is why I fucked up. I could have done this from the beginning.
Something to know for later.
Yeah.
We will hold him off. I will go with you.
I can keep him in the hole, but it will make us vulnerable.
Keep him in the hole. We will take care of him.
All right, then I'm gonna go hack. When the time unfreezes, I'm gonna redo Citadel above him, preventing him from escaping the hole.
And I'm going to cast.
But we're exposed now.
I'm going to cast Resounding Temporal Echo to give us that extra main action again for. Oh, please, not one. Oh no, for 1 round. For 1 round.
Okay.
Okay.
Time unfreezes. You recast Citadel.
I recast Citadel.
Are you trying to catch him inside the bubble?
No, he has to be on the outside, so it's above him.
Okay.
So
So
technically,
it's blocking the top of the hole.
technically, Zero and all of them are actually in the Citadel now.
Well, Zero's with you guys in the tunnel.
No, he's dead still upstairs.
No, Zero.
He's dead for 4 turns.
When the ram went off,
Yeah.
you guys were all inside inside the side tunnel.
but not Zero, because Zero got hit.
Zero got hit inside the side tunnel.
Oh, then Zero's with us. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. So we immediately swim upwards. Do an initiative or. Same?
I work.
Swim
No,
upwards?
same
You're swimming to the door,
same
Yeah.
initiative.
right?
Yeah, the initiative doesn't change. I just
Okay.
froze time for 4 rounds
yeah,
plus
well-
5 rounds. So.
Yeah, the vault.
So I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Not to scale. Here's
Yeah.
the hole going down. Here's
Yeah.
the side hole. You guys are in here.
Yes.
Scum is in here.
Yes.
You had a wall between you two.
Yes.
You've now moved that bubble up to here.
Correct.
There's no more wall between you and Scum.
Correct. So, Anari's with us, or is he above?
He's with you.
He's with. Okay, so no one is above except our ship.
Correct.
Yes. So we're forcing him down. You guys need to hold him off. Before the time unfreezes. Shit. No, I can't.
Do what you
Nari
need to
said
do.
they can do it.
Yeah. Okay. So the time unfreezes. I cast it. Then I have to go to the safe. I can't.
Sally
I
and
can
I
do both.
swim upwards.
We gotta knock him unconscious.
Yep. I sword open. We're going up.
Okay. Sally first.
All right. I am going to take my scorpion's cutlass and I want to impale him. And I'm going to use my transfix the heart, which means he does take maximum damage and he's impaled. And then for my second action, because that's what I do, I want to tie him. Am I able to like knock him on the head and knock him unconscious?
And that would be.
You can
We have
try.
to drop him to 0.
Yeah, you have to drop him to 0 to make him unconscious.
Okay, then with Scorpion Cutlass, he takes maximum damage with that.
Cool, let's find out.
That is 1d12 plus 2, so that's 14.
Well.
Oh no, it's maximum damage. So
okay.
14. And then with my heroic warriors fray, martial fray, that's plus 8. So that's 22.
For a second there, he was at 69 hit points.
Stop! Everyone, stop! 69.
Everyone,
Hold it.
Stop it.
This fight.
So
Fight over.
14 plus 8 is 22. Plus my damage level is 27 points. With the Scorpion's Cutlass and he's impaled, he can't move anywhere, hopefully. I guess it'd be a check. And then for my second action, I'm going to take my Thunder Gun and shoot. And I think I need a roll for this one because I already used Transfix the Heart for my Scorpion's Cutlass.
They're using one gun in each hand.
Well, my Cutlass in one hand and the
Yeah, but
Thunder
the
Gun.
cutlass in this moment is a gun, basically.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be able to use Transfix the Heart for both of them, right? Just for one of them?
I think that's correct.
All right, so Thunder Gun goes. That is 10 plus 10, 20 to hit, 23 to hit.
The hit?
Okay, that is 2d10. Where are my d10? I got here 3, 6. 6 plus 5 is 11 points.
Could you try rolling better?
I could try. And then once per round, I can only use heroic once, so that's 11 points.
Weeping Wounds needs to make his physical save.
Passed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they take 6 physical damage.
Oh, plus they get D4 electrical damage, so that's. Oh no, okay, so. If that's a 16 or higher, that wasn't a 16 or higher roll. So I guess no electrical damage.
Good.
11 points of damage.
Okay. Well, that's Sally's turn.
I switch to hacking mode here, pull out my little tablet, and move over to the safe and start working on the safe. I do have door as a subject. Can I go straight to unlocking, or do I need to analyze or anything first?
By the time you get there, Anari's halfway through unlocking it.
Cool. I would like to assist him.
Okay.
Them.
Then they're done.
Cool.
You get there and you're like, and he's done.
I take all the credit.
They told you they could handle it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then can I, since I have an extra action, can I open the door and go in?
You may open the door. I don't think you can go in.
Great. What do we see?
You open the door. I'm going to say in the, you know what? We're on your turn. Let's remember this for next time, because this is actually a decent place to end, even though we're in the middle of combat. You open the door and you see that thing that you always see in a movie where the lights come on one at a time, all the way down a huge room.
Yeah.
You see that, and at the end of it, you see 1, 2 gigantic dragon teeth.
Dang.
And sitting in a throne in the middle of the room is that silver man, Dave, in his humanoid form, who you met on Malek. And he goes, "Oh, you guys are here.
Technically.
That dude out there is so annoying."
Very obnoxious.
Yeah.
Suppose you want access.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Anara here would love to reconnect with their thing.
Before I can let you in, you must answer me these questions 3.
You son of a bitch.
I'm just kidding. Go on. The teeth start to open, and that's where we're going to end our session for today. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. We have breaks coming up. We have absences. Who's next on the absence? It's one of you two. I forget. Someone's gone 2 weeks this month, but we are back next week for sure. And I
Weirdly,
think the week
not me.
after, yeah, not you. Weirdly, you.
Not till next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yuri's gone later this month, right?
Not till July.
What?
What?
Someone's gone this month.
Alan?
No.
All right.
Hold on, I
good.
took a picture of the calendar. We're gonna check it.
So we're great.
We're gonna check it because one
think
of you
you're
guys.
wrong.
No. There's absences in June and July. Maybe I'm thinking of the absence that we already had last week.
I was absent
I want to
last
ask
week.
you something real quick because I always forget.
Go ahead.
The stones that
Omni Stones?
Omni stones, can they capture humans?
Apparently, yes.
Only the red ones.
Only the red ones,
Do
yeah.
we have any of those?
No.
Don't.
We lost them. We did.
No, we never had any.
No, we
That
haven't.
was only. That was only.
Corinthians eyeballs.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's
I
right.
don't know if you still have those or not. I feel like you.
We
did.
have a bunch of Omnium stones in
Yeah.
the hold of the
They're
Wayfarer.
regular
Mine were
on you.
stolen from us by the Archon.
So only red ones can capture humans?
Correct.
If we find one.
If we redo this, I already know how to get rid of them.
Okay, all right.
Is that
Yeah.
my scum?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, gang. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Monday we begin Castaway, and next Friday we're back to this. So
Thanks for
thank you
watching.
so much.
Great session, guys. Mag-
Major said me? He's not going to be here.
Okay, so in regards to redoing, I do feel like we need to redo this guy.
We need to knock
Kind
him
of
with
a delay on the
potions.
stream.
Or stick him in an Omnium Bindstone.
Yes, I feel like we.
Can we capture a scum and an omni bison?
No, here's